Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
This is all I'll say. Shout out to the good ones, the ones that actually go out, do their job, and protect and serve out there for fire and rescue. Uh, also, don't rescue morons anymore. I know it's your job, but please don't do it. If you are in the middle of a storm, lightning, Dub, it's been pouring over here all the time. You guys are getting killed probably over too. Just not great weather today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not a day to be on the lake. So if you are on jet skis, like this is down and bounded down, whatever the shit that is, and you just think it's a good idea to start running them around while lightning's breaking off everywhere, and you collide, maybe
Natural selection.
not rescue so fast next time. All right, maybe just not rescues. Shout out fire, rescue, and police. Love you guys. Maybe not so fast.
Thanks for your service.
Time. Yeah, what's that?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Yeah, but a little bit too
The
quick.
nature take its course.
Little bit too quick, maybe next time. But yeah, I'm ready, Pete. Let's go.
All right.
I will tell you this. Not even mad at them, mad at the inconvenience it caused because the locals, they parked their boat. I live off a private lake, so for the people that don't know, you can't fire rescue anything. Public services don't have access unless somebody on private land gives them access to a private lake. So, like, we don't have public drops. There's no launches, stuff like that. But they park their boat to docks down from where we do because we let them get in through our launch and we let them park. One of my other neighbors, bless them, lets them park over on their dock.
All right, we're talking about the public service.
Yeah, public service. So there's a police boat. We get a police boat because, like, hey, man, I'm all for, I like to drink and everything like that. But, like, some people just, they don't have common sense. Like, even if you're on a boat, like, drinking and driving is never a good thing, right? Like, and people do it a lot. But recently, people, I don't know if they're trying to get on Facebook or YouTube or Instagrams or whatever, but this is the second time there's been a storm and idiots have been out there in the storm. And I can only imagine they're on their, like, there's no other reason for them to be out there except for they're on their cell phone. Last time a vessel collapsed, this was last year, and we had to send search and rescue. We went out there. I don't know if people remember this. We were actually out there for helping them with the search and rescue because it got to be nighttime. And lucky for some of our people here, we spearfish and you need green lights. And that pretty much the lights underneath the boat that we can put down, like, fully light up the bottom of the lake. So you can pretty much see everything up to a certain feet, probably up to about 20 feet, 15 feet, depending on how weedy it is. So we were out there looking for bodies, obviously not what you want to be doing, but we've done it before. It's to help. And this person, there was definitely something off with it. And I didn't think about it till this incident now, but they collapsed the vehicle or the thing and the kayak and then got to shore somehow on somebody else's boat and then never called emergency services. So when emergency services came out, we're like, hey, what's going on? Because we were out there, whatever. There's a whole bunch of crazy stuff was going on. But one of the crazy, like, somebody was complaining about space lasers. So we had notified them about that. They said, no, there's a body. Could you help us? And we're like, yeah, we can do that. So we went out there to look. Thank God there wasn't a body. But this time I get home and they stopped. They must have really saved somebody's life because the cars where it happened, there's not a lot of roads that can come into my house because I live off the lake. So, like, there's a road that goes through it. Their cars cut off the road. So I was late getting home too because of that, which I'm not complaining about that, but, like, yeah. Next time, what's that?
Nah, it's doing the step.
Next time I just say, like, don't, like, take the time to park the car on the property. You can park on my property if you want. If they can't survive that because they ran into each other because they're trying to do, like, a YouTube video or something, well, then natural selection, my friend. Natural selection. Shout out natural selection.
Apocalypse.
I don't understand the words you just said.
What do you mean? Do you understand? So it's hard to explain to people.
Police boats and searching for bodies, the green lights, and natural selection.
I got it.
What do you think? Why other reason, Dub? Why other reason would you have 4 people?
Oh, and don't drink and drive. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely don't drink and drive. Why else would you have 4 people in the middle of the storms we've been having right now
there's a bunch of
on
idiots
jet skis.
out there.
Well, you know what it
live
is.
streaming
One person's taping the
live
other
streaming,
person.
yeah.
That's what they're
Live
doing.
streaming
They're
the
doing a live stream, and then they
storm.
collide
Around the
into each other.
storm.
Yeah, and now, by the way, we're not towing it out there because we're going to charge them for it. But one of the jet skis ain't exactly working no more. It's ass up. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, I think you should make them drag it out with their teeth. And I hope they didn't have any phone insurance and their phones are at the bottom of the lake, drowning right now. That's all I'm saying about that. They should be drowning too, to be honest with you. All right. Anyways, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's say hi to the viewers. GTK Comics, thumbs up, hi, thumbs up. Hard times.
Did we even run the thing, Pete?
Yeah,
we did.
The regular opening, I did.
All right, cool.
All right, there we go. Hard times. Do it. There it is. All right, we'll let that one go down. Tommy Logbox here, she's 34 months. Shout out him. Meyer, late as usual. Well, that's kind of part of the reason why eyes up. We actually had audio problems. The weather's not great out here. Bar Lord, hello, fellows.
Hard time. For those of you who don't know, there is a T-shirt available.
Still selling.
How
to sell a T-shirt?
Right below the description, you can get your own Hard Time T-shirt.
What? It's been like 3-4 years. I think still selling. I don't get it.
Number one.
Yeah, giving you a hard time. It is hard times.
Damn.
That's like, go get Roddy. We gotta get a Steiner one that says "Go get Roddy." All you gotta do is stop for a smoke break. Yeah, I mean, shout out. I would have thrown him a couple beers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look, I'm out here. Thank you, King. I'm here rescuing morons.
Thank you for your service, Bruce.
Yeah, I think he's trying to quote me, but yeah, I would just. Hey everyone, thank you, Sarah. Good to see you back, Dub. Hope everyone's good. Oh, cool. Thank you, Kingdom. Hey, Bar Lord. Finally, a light week. Just over $50. Nice. Really?
Yeah, I think this week was.
You know what? Though, you know what it was. Bar Lord. There wasn't a lot of bigger books. Like there was. Like I didn't buy. I didn't.
Well,
I'll tell you a little secret. I read the Kryptonite book, but I might have perused it in the store, as they say.
in the store.
I might have sat down. I might have perused it, as they call it. El Peruso it in the store, because I definitely didn't bring it home.
Yeah.
But like a couple of the other ones, like Terror's not that expensive. And like, I mean, I get a deal on some of my variants. So, like,
Did you get your crypto
Yeah,
facsimile?
sure.
Did you go into the world premiere? Did you win?
of what?
The crypto, the facsimile. It has a possible golden dog biscuit ticket inside.
No, because I've told the story
premiere, so-
before. I can't even touch that book anymore because I've told you the story of that before, right? Where I gave it to that girl. So
they cut the shop.
yeah, they broke the staple on it, so I decided to give it to a young lady. Actually, at the shop I went to today, as a matter of fact. Fishing good in the rain. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, but you can't be out there during lightning, Matt. I mean, come on. Was Marco awake? When what happened?
I believe that was in regards to the story you were telling.
Yeah, you're crashing.
It's two stories. Hold on, two stories.
It was like kind of a past story, like a prequel story.
Last year, if you were listening to us last year,
flashbacks were kind of intermingled.
Right.
You don't need to go over both stories again.
No,
No.
Last year was the boat story where we went to go find a dead body. This year's where the people collapsed into each other.
The last year was Stand By Me. This year,
No dead body though. There wasn't a dead body out there. This broad was. I'm not going to talk about it because I got some choice words to this day for that person. 27 months. Nice. I see what happens. So somebody does 34. So you try to outdo them and realize you came up just a wee bit short. When we talk in comics, we always talk comics.
No, the system does that. Whatever that the member thing, that's just.
I know, but no, Matt the word. Jackass had a curve. Maybe I've been cutting down heavily on floppies. Oh, nice. Good. There you go, Meyer. That's good to see. You are all skipping Heroes Con this weekend, I'm guessing. Yeah. It's our fireworks this weekend and something else. Well, it's my wedding anniversary.
Heroes in Charlotte.
Yeah. And I was told I can't miss it.
I'm going one of these years. Yeah. So, got a swim meet Saturday. We had 2 football games, but now it's down to 1 football game because the other team already forfeited.
Yeah. See, we mentioned Heroes Con, Matt, so we talked about comics already. All right. Now, speaking of comics, let's get into You have it ready, Pete?
Oh, do I have what? Oh, you want to do the top 5? Yeah, we can do the top
5.
Oh.
Right. Are you going, Ed? Are you going? Top 5. All right, this week we got top 5. Like I said, interesting week. Not as busy as last week.
No, definitely not as busy as last week. Well, let's get.
I have one in here that I know I'm gonna get you. Right here, Ed. Hey, Ed, I'm gonna tell you, I got one right here. I know you're gonna crap on it, and you should. I kind of put it in there because it's kind of a funny one. So, but it's all right.
I will admit one other thing. I pivoted on one of my picks from my short from Sunday.
You can't do that.
All I did because I forgot about something.
Oh, nice, Ed. Damn it, Ed. Why didn't you tell us? I would have tried harder.
I'm going to tell you that I think he did tell us is what he's going to tell you.
Shit. Yeah, I'm not good at that. If it's not on the calendar, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Pete.
Fair enough. All right, so for my first book at number 5, and Patrick, we've chatted on the short for this one. I did debate on the Lozano for this book, the Disney princess style one, but I like the Sebastian Fiamora one better. I like just looking at it. I just figure it out.
No.
I liked it. You don't have to like it.
What I don't understand is like they like there's so many options you could do with Zatanna. Now, what is this? This is number 4, so there's one left, or this is 5, so they're going 6.
One left.
And spoiler alert, we're gonna cover a lot of classic covers later. But like you could have got a classic cover out of this one. And
you try different things. You got to mix it up. You can only do so many of the same.
I'll say that it did not look as good when I did my previews really early this week. I think I did them on Sunday, and I did not like this as much in the preview book as I did in the real person book. Like when you see it in real person, but still, I liked it. But there's just something off. I don't know if it's like the wink eye or like the wobbly, like crazy eye, or that this reminds me of like what was that TV show? I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Where he like goes in the bedroom and the girl takes off her leg and then she takes off her wig and then she takes off her butt and just I don't know. But why are rabbits coming out of her head? I don't get it.
I don't know. Well, I just liked it. We don't have to spend much time on it. It's only number 5.
This is not great.
All right, you're not gonna like my next one because it's Godzilla. And I told you, I'm a sucker when I get Godzilla to scale. And we got our tiny Iron Man, but this Okazaki, I like the Godzilla here.
That is not even the best one.
It is. Of those Avengers books?
Oh, Okazaki did this?
Don't give me the fight poster because we've seen
No, the fight one on this one sucked. The fight one on this one sucked. So the Cap one. Yeah, this is the Cap one, right? Yeah, this one sucked.
No, this is Iron Man.
Yeah, I know, but the fight poster was Cap.
Oh, yeah, the fight poster was Cap.
I can't believe Okazaki did this. It doesn't look that much like him.
Godzilla. I like it.
You know, I like this one because it only has one thing wrong with it one thing that I don't like. And if you took that one thing out, it'd be like a great cover. And you take Iron Man out, it'd be a great cover. But I mean, it's still good. Like, so that means it's decent, you know.
I don't know if I like the fire breath either out of them. Like it kind of looks like the also, fucking Rainbow Bridge and fucking Thor.
It looks like a beam, like more of a beam, and that's
I picked this before seeing the physical copy of it because again I had to do this off preview images.
Yeah, for sure.
Earlier in the week, so
I'll be honest with you, I didn't look at the physical copy either because I didn't fucking think about picking.
Honestly, my pops are gonna drop my books off tomorrow.
I like this. I like this. I figured I'd get shit on for this book because how much you shit on me.
No, I think you picked enough Bermejo this week, though.
Did I
picked a lot of Bermejo that wasn't this one? This was the Bermejo that I picked for this week.
I like it. The only thing I didn't like about this was the trade dress of the I think the UPC and the number really screwed it up. I think if you had it, would just bring on the bad guys. Doom.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better. Also, read this story. Don't know what things fists have to do with any of this.
No, I don't either. But fair enough. We'll get.
You don't get this one. Is this the one, or is it the last one? I don't know. That says he doesn't get this one. I like it. I just don't like it with all the dressing on it. I half dress this. Pop the top off this one. Let's go.
I like Psylocke. I like puppetry.
This is horrible. What are you talking about?
I like the flowers. I like the pink with the purple. I like the color scheme here.
This looks like a half-done 90s fucking... This looks like something that they did for... Remember when they were doing all this stuff and they were trying to act like it was computer animated, and it kind of was, but it was like what they call this stuff when it's not fully done through that CGI animation. They used it for Clone Wars and stuff. This is what this looks like right here.
Oh, what? Like when they're doing like the test footage, like the
yeah
concept kind of test
yeah.
reel.
It just doesn't look great, man.
I like it.
And what the fuck? How is her fucking leg the same size? Like the proportions are wild on this.
It's perspective. The one's coming at you.
Perspective, these nuts, dude. Like that. First off, when did she get fucking horse cloves as a fucking foot? Number two, I mean, it just doesn't look good, bro. Oh my god! And then she's got the claw hand in the background. Like, why do he looks so much better without the trade dress? Yeah, I get kind of that, but my question though is like, man, there's certain characters, okay, and you've hit a couple of them up right now, and I don't understand what's going on. Zatanna, Psylocke, Majik, they're characters that you can use. And you could do them tastefully.
Carlos Zatanna.
And Majik. And you could do them tastefully. Like, you don't have to have Majik riding a sword all the time, right? Like, and you don't have to always have Psylocke's, and I know this is different Psylocke, but her butt cheeks out. But you could do a tasteful butt cheek. You know what I'm saying? But they have done none of those. The Zatanna covers, I'll be honest, the Zatanna covers as a whole have been let down and disappointing. These Psylocke covers are ungodly bad. Ungodly bad.
The 1 in 25 wasn't bad this week, but it wasn't great.
Only thing that saves them was Majik. Well, yeah, I mean, that was okay.
It was all right, but I get your point. I mean, not great, but it was still solid.
You thought the new Psylocke's been decent?
Yeah, I like the current Psylocke read.
All right.
Yeah, I like reading it. And then I'm a sucker for Dan Panosian, so
this is good. This shit was good.
Between him and Ivan Talavera these days.
This is why I put it my number one. Spoiler alert, I think I did. Yeah, this thing.
I think this might be your 2.
Was it?
Or maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
You have it on your list.
Hey, this book's good, and this is the shit.
Well, I haven't read it yet, but that was my mark for this week was to get back.
Yeah, sneaky cheeky
Catwoman
cover
again.
I like a sneaky cheeky cover.
So that was my taste
test.
All right,
I don't even remember what I chose this week.
Well, don't worry.
My taste might have changed because I might not even pick them up. Okay. Hey, look. Hey, butt pants here. The diaper pants.
Booty shorts. Here you go. Right in
your
face.
I think it's awesome because it makes her look like she's wearing a diaper, and I think it's hilarious because people goon over this type of stuff. So I put this out at number 5 because this actually makes me really laugh. When I saw this in the stores, I started laughing, and then they're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely not picking."
You can't even goon correctly. What the hell?
I think this is hilarious. I think this is hilarious. I think this cover's fucking hilarious.
You rip that Psylocke apart, and then you pick this.
I think this is because I think for a different reason. I find this cover like I look at the smile. I can't stop smiling because I think this is fucking hilarious.
Oh, because
which part?
She looks like an old lady.
Yeah, I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yes, I get it.
Also, what about the evil?
She does. She has the pens on. Yes, I think this is fucking hilarious. They drew her with the pens on. I think it's fucking funny.
Look at the perspective on the stabby Gwen because she kind of looks a little OG Wolverine-ish.
Yeah, maybe
like she'll fit in your pocket,
dude. Also, too, like the boots here. This is like almost laughable Liefeld levels of like except for no feet, but like the chunkiness of the boots compared to the actual like this cover made me laugh so hard when I first saw it. I had to put it on it. I just had to. I laughed when I saw it in the store today again, dude. I think it's fucking hilarious, dude. This is terribly great. I love it.
Well, yeah, you're not off to a good start here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like I said, it's a diaper. The chat knows. The chat's good. They get it. It looks like a diaper, right?
It's best, not laughs. We could do a whole separate laughs list.
Dude, no. Hey, if it makes you laugh, it's still best. You should laugh sometimes. I can't. Listen, I can't. Look, if you take this shit too seriously, that's not my fault, Pete. Not my fault.
I take it seriously. You asked for the best.
You just dissected that Psylocke cover for 20 minutes, and he's taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
Nope.
Agreed. Agreed.
He's got a point. All right, this Tula Lote, I like it. I have one question for you about it, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's with the sword? Like, was the sword supposed to be that she stabbed her because she missed?
Hey, good to see you. Glad to hear you're doing well. No.
I'm just wondering.
She was fed as
and...
you for us educated, well-rounded, gifted, and physically handsome men who decide to go out and be cultured. We understand the fencing world, right? But you may not. If you look at her dress and her attire with the vest, you could tell that she was practicing her parlays. Okay. And then
what's with the blood spatter then?
And then she's a vampire.
But
foreshadowing. Full moon. She starts turning in, gets a little freaky.
That's a werewolf.
Whatever, dude.
No, it's not bad.
I don't know. The cover actually looks really cool.
Threw me off. I'm like,
yeah, I love this cover.
Or not? I don't know.
Hey, thank you, Ed. Thank you. No, I really like I really liked it. I thought it was a little different. I thought it was something decent, and also too to have a clean cover and not have to pay an extra $50.
I know. Also, I'm sorry, I forgot to put with this. I thought I did put this in, but this is Exquisite Corpses number 2.
Yeah.
I try to put the title on when we have versions, so we know what we're looking at.
I tried to. By the way, also that book I requested, it did not show up in my thing. Did not show up in my poll. Somebody took it out.
I actually did like this. I didn't pick this, but after you picked it and I looked at it, I do.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm getting. This is the one I pulled for my Moon Knight, but I do actually like this. This is.
I mean, when you're thinking about like top 25 properties, like I'm saying, like names like Moon Knight or whatever, Avengers, whatever, who've had awesome covers before that you just think like, oh, remember, like there's like you got the black and red covers, you got the what's his name covers with all the blood splatter and everything like that.
You got your
splats. Yeah, thank you. Moon Knight has been there with some great covers in patterns, right? Like here, there.
Yeah.
This actually, I'm not completely in love with the storyline of what's going on right now, or haven't been for a bit, which sucks because I'm a Moon Knight fan, or at least the majority of Moon Knight, like 3 volumes. But I will tell you that I bought this because the cover intrigued me here, and I think if the cover makes you buy the book, then it's got to be to actually read it. Then it's got to be pretty good.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's well done. I like the way with the they're in front of the trade dress, but the trade dress is behind them. But then you got the diner in the background, a couple of lights.
That's what I said. That's what I said, James. That's what I said.
I believe David Paratore is a fan of Seth Rollins.
Oh yeah,
this cover. It looks like it from this cover.
He's doing a curb stomp.
Mm-hmm.
So he's cashing in. Well, Seth does have that big chain on these days, so this kind of matching up there.
I like.
All right, Diane said dinner. Sorry, I'm reading some of the comments.
Number 2. Yeah, these have all been solid. But again, here's your Bermejo.
Yeah, and I was debating putting this on here because I was going to hear, oh, he just always loves these EC, the redos of these EC. I do. And I wish I could grab my bag. This is the one I picked, and it looks even better in person. Like, it looks really good. I wish they would, and I know people don't want to hear this, but I wish if they were going to do a variant for this, instead of what they're doing with the Crypt Keeper stuff, they would do a distressed variant. I think it would be killer. I very rarely pay ratio for anything, but if they did distressed variant in this, I would.
That'd be a cheap way to again reuse art too.
Yeah, I mean they could do this and
the regular, and then 1 in 25 is distressed.
Yeah, and I think that would be perfect for anybody who's ever just gone through the EC error, has had a foot in the water in pre-Cold Horror at any point. You know what I'm talking about.
I like it. I like that idea better than what they're doing with the like the design of the Bristol board. Like, well, this is what the cover looks like before it goes to print.
Yeah, that too. I also
get it, but I'm over it. Like you do.
I also have had enough. I've also had enough of the Crypt Keeper covers without the Crypt Keeper on it. You know what I'm talking about? 3 bubble Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I've had enough of those because they're corny. We'll talk about this book later. The only thing that I will still argue about this book is I think the trade dress, it needs to go up.
It's a little bit. I mean,
it's a tenth of an inch.
Big. Yeah, that's the one.
It doesn't look. Hey, hold on. It looks way worse on the computer than it does in person. Okay.
I feel like that art could be bigger. Like I feel like the art's
9/9. Yeah.
Being It's losing something because
the art really does pop on the book.
Okay.
Look at this, Sarah.
Look at these jokes. The farmer looks like he's in distress. Where do we got it? Where is it at?
Oh, I'll go back for you. Oh, sorry, I was jumping ahead.
Oh yeah. Where
we
is
didn't have? We don't have a.
We haven't.
rim
We
shot.
don't have the bell anymore.
Yeah, the bell's in there.
Ring the bell.
There you go. He got it.
forever.
All right, go ahead. What's mine? So number one was that?
You did, yeah. You did actually go with the same number one. So we did.
I'll tell you this. There was a lot of I think there was a lot of level 3 covers this week. Maybe 3-4s. There's a lot of covers that I felt could have been in the 3-4 spot. There was not a lot of number 1 covers. This is kind of it for number 1 in the regular covers. There's a lot of covers. I mean, I couldn't even argue with some of Pete's that bad. I don't know if Psylocke was number 3 there, but there was a lot of covers this week that I felt were like, okay, I could put this in 3 or 4 spot, whatever. Not terrible covers, not great covers, just okay.
I'll
covers.
agree with that.
But this definitely stole the cake here. I think I'll be honest with you. My number 2 pick probably in a week like last week would have been a 4 spot or a 3 spot, not a 2 spot. Like it would have been on that 4 line. We definitely would have gotten Gwenpool in her diapers in number 5. I don't care how funny that shit is. But yeah, it kind of was a soft week. That's why when we were talking earlier about with Barlord about not spending that much, I think my poll was really about half. It was about half. It's not because I read less. There just wasn't like sometimes I get 2 covers. There wasn't even a lot of places I wanted to get 2 covers.
We're in that kind of middle of the month kind of week. We'll get a rush of them at the end of the month. And
well, no, I'm just talking cover wise. There was a lot of books out. Just not
apart from that, also like book wise, like read wise, there wasn't a ton.
There also wasn't a lot of ones out this week.
Yeah, not a lot of new issues, new releases
that were readable. Let me put that way. That were readable. All right, what do we got next?
With that said, now let's get to the variants. So, starting us off with my list, you're going to yell at me or make fun of me, but I will say this, just like you were just saying with the regular books, I felt the same about the variants this week. It wasn't standout week for variants. I'll say that. Wasn't a standout week, so
once again, yeah, like a low tier week. So there's a lot of
stuff.
There was a lot of 5s.
I pick oddball stuff like this, like a little 1 in 10.
You can't shit on me for what I did with the Deadpool when you did this.
What? I like this.
And by the way, this wasn't much different than the B cover.
I know, but it's better than the B cover.
Not by much.
But it's only a 1 in 10. It's also only a 1 in 10. You can get this for like $7, $8, so it's barely over cover.
I don't know. Once again, like first off, I don't want to see you in your fucking your house slippers. Number 2,
I like the Starfire.
They're off proportion. I think you dig this chick. I think you just.
I like the way
her man hands. For some reason, chicks with man hands really do.
I like how the trade dress is huge, but it still is worked into the picture, sort of. Like I don't know.
That's what it is. It's not the man hands.
I don't know. I just as a whole, I like the cover.
I don't know, dude. Your picks are a little sketch. Just say you like man hands.
I didn't pick it because it made me laugh.
I don't hate that one either, Pete. That was a good cover.
I didn't pick it because she was wearing a cover.
I'll tell you this, Pete. I don't think you're wrong here, but like every Joe cover this week.
This isn't about the Baroness, though. Like I didn't pick this one because of the Baroness picture. I like the idea of the picture on the table with all the stuff. Like, but that's what I liked about this.
This is where I'm not going to hit you. This is where I'm not going to hit you on this. All the Joe covers, almost all the Joe covers this week were about the same feeling. And last time,
and again, this is just the 1 in 10.
I'm like, dude, I could put any of them at the bottom of a list, and they're okay. I just can't. I get what you're saying. I just can't get behind it. I can't get behind it fully.
I like it
because I actually think the Baroness in this is fucking horrible. Like I like
the Baroness face is not good.
Yeah,
I like the layout,
but everything else.
That's a good idea. This would be a nice connecting set.
It is.
Oh, it is?
It is a connecting set. I don't know how far it's going to run, but we
start. When does it? Is this the first one?
It started last issue. I think it was Flint and Lady J. There was a couple pictures.
Okay.
There might have been Flint on the front one. And then, so 7, 8, I don't know how far it goes after 9. But this is a connecting set for 1 in 10s. But with that said, this was my swap out. I swapped out the Nubovich Catwoman 1 in 25 for this one because I did forget to put this on my list. I forgot it. I do actually.
Oh yeah, well you didn't watch Star Wars then. We said this is
I
going to
know.
be
I
on.
don't have time.
This thing was a monster, dude.
It's already doing well, and I like the kind of Catwoman homage we get with the the mug
it's a
shot.
cool book, man. It's a great book. It's a good book.
Yeah. So like I said, I forgot about I forgot to put it when I was doing.
I'll just say this: when I request the book, if you up the price because you see it selling on eBay, I'll just leave it at the store.
Yeah,
and I don't pick the books up anymore till 1 o'clock, so you'll have that thing on the wall all week long.
Yeah. That's the only problem. It's a 1 in 25, and I don't like the idea of them doing the Virgin for the 1 in 100 too.
I don't, but the 1 in 25 was always doing good, and
I mean, because the 1 in 100 is like $1.70 or something like that now.
Well, yeah, but I don't understand why. I mean, it's good. That's how it is going to come down to. The 1 in 100 will come down.
Yeah, we'll see.
But this probably won't. This is actually I actually like how it's got the actual trade dress on it. I think the trade dress actually looks better. It looks too long with the empty space on the 1 in 100.
Yeah, no, fair. But the barcode though does always get disruptive. But it kind of blends in a little bit here with the with the background, so it's not as obtrusive. But
once again, though, for the price,
I did not get one though. I did not request it because I knew I wasn't going to pay the price
premium.
If it was like $20, sure, I'd probably go up to 20. But yeah, I just like this her in the bloody tub.
I almost put this at the end. Yeah, I almost put this as 5.
I don't know. I just like it.
Yeah,
kind of creepy. It's kind of weird. Well done.
Once again, though, I saw this in real life, and I don't think the lines didn't come out the same way it did on the computer.
Fair. But as I said, it was a kind of a rough week, and you're not going to like my top book.
Okay,
you're not going to like
that's why you make your lists.
You're not going to like it, but I just like this one this week. I like the bubble graffiti art, as you can see, and I just like this graffiti kind of styled Spidey on this cover. I don't know why. I just like the bubbly anime kind of like I can see this spray painted on the side of a subway train.
No, this is terrible. This is horrible. The A cover wasn't terrible for this.
The A cover was awful.
I don't think so. That's the cat one.
JR. I know somebody else said that too. So it's not bad. JR. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not bad. JR.
Maybe not. But it also, when you get into a Virgin 1/100, you see how mild and mediocre it is.
Doc Afra was over double ratio when I got to the store.
Yeah, well, it was like 40-45 when I made the list on Sunday. Yeah. It's like 60-65 right now.
Yep. It was in the 60s.
This Spider-Man looks like a really expert balloon animal maker that put this together. Like really well done. A really good balloon animal or balloon maker.
Yeah, no, I think we will.
I like it. But that was my like I said, I didn't love a lot of books this week.
We can look at James, we'll pull that one up. We go through a couple books. So if you got some books you want us to look at, we'll look at it.
I didn't like the facsimile. The Mayhew, I didn't like.
We'll look at it. We typically don't do the facsimile though.
I'm also mad that they should have reversed them. The 48 1 in 25 should have been on 49 because it's more focused on Galactus, while this one has Surfer on it, should have been on the last book.
Fair.
Whatever.
I can't remember what they look like off the top of my head. All right. We'll pull them up. Pete, we'll pull them up.
This was 48. I got 48 right here because I had to buy it.
Yeah.
It was 48. I had to.
I don't know why, but listen, if we're gonna do something, if we're gonna
Bermejo, that's what it was. More Bermejo.
Yeah. I actually like this. I like this version of Battle Beast. I can't.
He looks like a He-Man character.
That's why I like it. I guess. I mean, I thought it was good. You know what? It does a lot of cool things. It does a lot of good things that we've seen a bunch of different artists do. This has got like Mark vibes in the background. It's got
it's just got lightning.
It's just got a bunch of stuff on it where you're like,
lightning.
Yeah, it's like he did a bunch of different things and put them together, and it's like, fine, I'm going to take a little bit of everybody's shit, and I'm okay with that.
But I do like the He-Man style of this. Like this,
a Thundercats like style character in a He-Man figure form.
You order
he's even got the Scott clothes.
You were a Grizzlord on TV. That's funny. I don't know. It looked good. And by the way, look good.
It's a 1 in 100.
I didn't pay for this. Hold on. I didn't pay for it wasn't even $100 at my store. But I would not pay. I wouldn't pay anywhere. I mean, like
They're still probably asking what, like 80, right? Something like that.
70, yeah,
70 and 80. It's still too much for me.
Way too much
for a new release book. I mean, I get it.
For this title too, that's way too much.
And then you did go with the Pacelli.
Yeah, I went with that because I thought it was great. Like I said, I mentioned it on
it.
Star Wars. I told everybody get it on Sunday. Make sure you get it in there because it was going to be hot, and sure as shit, this one turned out to be hot. So,
all right, here's your 3. And I'm not going to argue. This was an interesting Magic cover, but I kind of like the trade dress. Kind of fills that empty spot only because she's sitting just too low on the Virgin. Like,
yeah, that should be in the middle. Yep.
So the only thing with this in real life is that the wing comes up a little higher, so it's not what you think it is. And I saw it with the trade dress, and I think you're right. If you go, it's kind of like the Afro book. You go with either one, you're going to be happy with it.
Yeah,
I like the orange and yellow.
You pay cover price, you get a trade dress on it. You don't want to pay 50 prices.
By the way, the X-Men books suck, but like you don't know what this book is, so it's kind of cool. Right?
But I do like the skull with the blood and the X in the eyes.
That sold it for me.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
What did James say that she got the bell? Okay, Ed's calling for the bell. We'll do the bell. We just Jesus.
You got to find it though.
All right.
Ring the bell.
There, you didn't get gypped anymore, Ed.
You should use it more. It is deserved. We're just lazy.
That was very well deserved. Yeah.
Well, he thought that one looked better. Nice. All right.
Your number 2. I thought we saw this because I thought this was what was it, Bronze Faces? We remember that Boom book that came out?
I know.
That was what this was.
Dude, I had this at 5. And then I looked at that other Exquisite Corpse thing, and I was like, huh. And then I was looking at how to list this in here, and I'm like, all your complaints are legit. If you go to my number 4, there's a Virgin. I think the 25 is better than the Virgin, but it does take away from it. If you go to my 3, there's a regular cover with that. Well, it's a variant, but like a regular price variant.
Yeah.
I thought that the trade dress takes away from there, but you could substitute in and out there. With this book, there wasn't a substitute for it.
No substitute.
And with Bronze Faces, I think this is better than the Bronze Faces book with all the detail and everything that they had on it. So we've seen something better before. We've seen something like this before. This is a better version. I mean, it's
the reflections are nice. The reflections
are, and the crackling. Yeah, it's all great. And if you actually see like the dripping on the top of the bronzing, it's very cool. This book is sweet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's all I got.
I'm surprised though with your top pick.
I might be too, because I completely forgot why I did.
I didn't think you would go like the Gooner route, but I felt like you went that way with the hey, let me just get the Lyric Lee or Leslie Lee as she goes by.
Okay. 2 reasons. One, much like I did with Magic, you don't really know, like if we're just doing cover by variant sometimes, you don't really know what this is, right? Now we know what it is because we all read the book and we know it's a first.
Now we read the book and we know first appearance.
You had a pretty good expectation that this was going to be a first appearance type character.
Well, yeah, I mean there was a design cover of her. There's also a trade dress version of this as well.
Yeah. But when you looked at this compared to the other versions of it, it was very clean, very well done. And also, one thing I have to say, if you're going to be, what did somebody call me, a secret gooner or something like that, a tasteful gooner? If you're going to do it, like do it tastefully.
I don't think anybody said that.
No, somebody said something back here. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Nobody said it.
Whatever they call it. I'm not going all the way back. There's too many comments for that. My point is, wait, I don't know about what.
What's your point? Just get to your point.
My point is this book's very clean. I actually, believe it or not, it has nothing to do with the lady in front. That does help. But how they did the layering of color in the background was really cool. So they didn't just focus on
it looks like
TNA.
It looks like Scarlet Witch from the MCU. Like it looks like Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, in the face, maybe?
Like the face. Yeah. It looks like Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, very tasteful. And overall,
I know it's not really a book.
The book is overall clean.
Marco it is.
And actually, I after reading the book, the character's not bad either. I like it.
No, she actually wasn't.
I like it. So it was a win. It was a win. And I think it did all the things on the other books that they didn't do right. It did it all right. The spacing without the thing, it is just enough space. It takes up the whole cover. And
I had to
layered
guess
colors.
on that because
Mhm.
actually the image that was online was like it wasn't comic size. It was huge. It was like super. So I made it framed right.
No, well, this is how it's framed a little bit different than this.
I assume that
it takes up the whole space. So there we go. That's what we got. Number 1. I thought it was really well done. Really well done. So
fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, it was an odd week.
Once again, I was right. Pete was wrong.
No, I will not agree to that. But opinions.
Yeah. All right, cool. Feel free to enter and stuff. All right, James, give us what we missed. What do you want us to go? James wanted us to go check something out. Let's go check the internet real quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the Mayhew.
Yeah, give us the Mayhew.
All right,
hold on. Is Zatanna here?
Yeah.
Where is she? Right here? Or no.
Well, I got her straight here.
Click on her right quick. Click on her right quick.
All right, so we got the Jamal Campbell, the A.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, I like the filigree. It fills up the
Yeah,
space. It's not bad. It's fine.
Not bad. Just fine.
Well, let me see if I can get rid of this.
Oh, this cutesy bullshit was not good.
This was the one I debated, the Lozano, because it's got like
Really?
a Disney princess kind of thing going.
Oh
But
man, that's creepy as shit. So no pass.
it's a little. If you start getting turned on by it, yeah, it might be a little. I like this. You didn't, but I like.
I think that's why because when I looked at them both like this, and I'm just not. I don't know, man.
And then here's the George Perez.
I like that. I like the George Perez, but it's interior art.
Isn't it like from a guide or something? It feels like a guide or a trading card. I think
it was like what, I can't remember. It is an interior art someplace though.
Well, I mean, they're legacy.
Like a Who's Who or something, right? It looks like that's what it's from.
No, he did a lot of this shit. Like if you think about the first appearance in Hawkeye or in Hawkman. Like when you think about the first appearance of Hawkman, remember the front page is her like doing pretty much similar to something like this. Like
I thought she was just kind of like spinning. And here's the one at 25. Like I said, I kind of like it. I didn't love it. It was all right. But this was the one at 25.
That looks like Lois Lane.
A little.
Yeah.
All right.
Go to.
We were looking for the Jesus. Go with these stupid ads, man. Killing me these days.
Yeah, these.
Here's the Fantastic Four. I mean, I love the original.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Where's the Mayhew though?
This is the Mayhew, which wait for it to come up. I liked it, but the Surfer, he gets weird, like,
I don't know,
reflecting, and then I don't know what's going on with Galactus's. Like, he needs some like moisturizer or something for his face. He needs to get some sun because it's like grayed.
Hey, anytime, James, you want to enter them, we'll put your stuff in here too, dude. Just hit us ahead of time. You got us.
You said, James, you send me a list. I'll prep it.
All right, go over to Vanishing Point.
Does not look angry.
No, this looks terrible, dude. This is a fucking bad call.
Terrible.
James, this is dog shit. That's a bad call. Dude.
No, this should have been on 48 because it's first Surfer. We got Surfer on this one.
You got what?
We got Silver Surfer on this one, whereas last issue.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh no, why'd I go to 50? Anyway, well, we don't know what 50 is going to be. All right, anyway, what am I going for?
What do you say? Hold on. Vanishing Point.
Vanishing Point. Bill's Vanishing Point.
I don't know, dude. That White Witch stuff that White Queen stuff was terrible covers.
I got no Vanishing. I don't remember a Vanishing Point.
I don't either. It might be so.
There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, the Mad Cave book. Oh, the Jetsons.
Oh, no,
like a VHS. Well, it is Hack. It's Robert Hack. All
right. I mean, that's okay, but that doesn't mean you gotta love it.
I know. I like it with the sticker. Look, it's got the reduced price sticker on it. It's stamped over. I like it. That's kind of fun.
Nope. I
didn't. It's supposed to be a VHS.
It looks kind of like a squish VHS box.
Yes, it did.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Jeffrey? Yeah, and yes, it did. Go to what? Actually, before you do that, go down.
Oh, the Herculoids and all the Dynamite stuff's all weirdly being distributed and delayed. Certain covers come out some weeks and then not others. And
go to Exquisite Corpses because I think they had a good week this week.
Yeah, it's all right.
All
right, you got your A.
Yeah, I got that.
We got our Zaz Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's a store exclusive store. Oh no, that's not store exclusive. This is like a B cover. This negative space. It's all right.
There was a store exclusive by 616.
This is the card cover. This is the one that has the card in it.
Yeah.
I did order this from DCBS, so I'll get it later. Here's your Lotte.
Lotte. It was good.
This is the one in 25. This dude didn't even make it to this book. Like, they should have put him on one before he got taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
He didn't make it. And then we got your 1 in 50. I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, overall, that's a good haul.
Store exclusive, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. And again, we'll get to it when we get to
Hey,
reviews,
could you pull up this is what think about tell me what I'm gonna send you some stuff. Look at the chat, but I'm gonna send you something in private chat. Try to pull this up.
Bring up the chat. I got this on 2 screens. I got nowhere to look at it.
Yeah, I need you to try to find this book here.
Then tell me the book, and I'll find it.
It's Psylocke number 9, but it's not out yet. It's in the FOC.
It'll be in here. I can get it through here.
All right, yeah. Go Psylocke number 9.
I'll go to 8.
It's the Benjamin Sue cover.
Yeah. We'll go to the next book. And
guys, tell me what you think of this book. I actually really like this book.
Oh, the Grave one? That one's kind of fun, too. I know this is not the one you mean, but I like this.
No. Yeah, go there. Yeah, see what else she's got there.
This
finally gonna have a decent week. Now it's
Maria Wolf.
I
think this is Maria Wolf. I like her.
I don't think that's good.
She's hit or miss.
I like her style.
She's had some really good ones, and then she's had some questionable ones.
Yeah,
for me.
retro kind of throwback vibes. I think they're going next month.
Yeah.
Was this the one?
Which is it? Yeah. What do you guys think of it? I like it. I think
I like it. Like I said, I like the retro throwback kind of thing.
Yeah. I really like that retro throwback. There's one
the bricks.
One.
It was the magic. The magic was the other one you showed me.
The bricks. What was the magic?
The bricks is always
Yeah. Phoenix has got some bullshit coming out. What else did the chat have? I think somebody
Magic came out last week, right?
What? Maybe.
Because you were looking, here, Magic 6 came out last week. Because next issue also with that retro kind of vibe. So let's look ahead. It's sort of our preview. There's a Lobos. All right, Villalobos, not bad.
Villalobos looks good.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of fun. Jumping at you, the action.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't know who did this. I'll have to look. But then this one, I like this. The retro kind of I like the trade dress.
Yeah, I dig this. I put that. I accidentally put. I put that to remind me to get that book, and I put it in there.
All right.
In all the chat. Huh?
Yeah,
looks like all right.
I'll take a look in a second. But look at the water staining. Like, I like the water staining they put down here with the creases.
There's that Del Otto Spider-Man. There's the Del Otto Spider-Man coming out.
Retro.
It's an FOC right now.
Joe Quinones. And the Yasmin Putri was the 1 in 25 was the jumping one.
Yeah.
But these Retrovision ones, I kind of like those. I might need to.
I do. I dig them. I think it's going to be a good run for a lot of them. Some of them suck. There's a Phoenix one. Phoenix 13, I think, is the same thing. There's some that suck. There's a Phoenix
that's
one.
Probably going to be the case.
Well, dude, you want to see a terrible one?
Is the bad guys this week. Most of the bad guys this week were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up Wolverine 11.
I'm going to show you one before we move up. Before we put what book you were talking about, your Moon Knight book. The other one I liked was the Bring on the Bad Guys Moon Knight this week. The Taskmaster. This was a good Bring on the Bad Guys cover, I think. You got the skull, you got the hoods clashing.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's look it up.
You don't like this one?
I don't know, man.
I like it.
I don't know, man.
Classic fight.
I don't know, man.
Classic.
I like the other one. The Seth Rollins one's a little better.
The Seth Rollins. Yeah, fair. All right, what was the book you wanted?
There's 2. Do Spider-Man. This is FOC this week. 8. There's a Del Otto that's really cool.
Spider-Man 8. Well,
yeah, here's
your JR that before we get to 8. Yeah, you guys are all in love with this just bland.
Yeah.
Look how short his leg is.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of. Sorry, my bad. That's not the one. That was
and there's the 1 in 100 of that.
My bad. My bad, bro.
All right.
No, there's something else I saw. That wasn't it.
That's issue 6. Here's 7. You said 8 we got to go to? Ooh, that one's nice.
Yeah, it's the green one, Ed. It's the green one.
Well, here, this is 7.
Yeah.
I like this Bermejo.
Yeah. No, 9's on FOC, I think.
Okay, 9. All right, so I'm going to... damn it.
No, it's 8. 8. My bad. 8.
This is 8.
Yeah. Okay. There should be a Del. No, there's a Del.
Well, there's not.
No, there's
a
not.
Bermejo. It might be 9. Spider-Man's every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it could be 9.
Spider-Man's been coming out every 2 weeks, so it's probably issue 9. That's off an FOC.
9. Yeah, it's probably 9.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's not good.
There's Delato.
Oh, there it is. There's the Delato. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm bringing it up.
Yeah. So this is 9. Or no, this is 8. This is 8.
Yeah, 8. This is 9. It's every 2 weeks.
It says 8.
No, I clicked past it. See?
Bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. 8. You're right. I'm sorry. We were at 6 to 7. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I do too. It's not bad.
I like it with the trade dress. I mean, that one.
Well, there is a virgin version.
Yeah.
And we got a.
Well, look at the call. Look at the cat. Look at
Jeff DeCall.
Oh, that's nice. I actually kind of dig that.
I like that.
I guess they're doing Black Cat variants.
Bro, you might appreciate. You might not appreciate this. Go to Fantastic Four presents Franklin Richards.
Oh no.
What?
Fantastic Four. Son of a Genius #1. Same week. It's on the FOC. It's on the 23rd.
Stupid advertisements. Well, no, it's got to be beyond that. Yeah. If it's the same week as Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, it's the same week as Spider-Man.
Then it's July 2nd.
3rd. It's FOC June 23rd, which is what? Which is this week. Yeah, it's Monday.
Or I can just look up Franklin Richards.
Yeah, Frank Richards, Son of a Genius, #1.
There it is. Oh, wait. From 2005?
No. 2025.
Well, there's one that's 2005.
No.
Ultimate Collection.
It's like a special. Dude, have you ever watched the show? I think this is from the show. I need to ask the audience this. But like it's a character like the little Einstein.
See, the chat can help us out with this book.
Hold on. I'll send it to Dub. Send it to you. You can pull it. You can try to pull this.
It's it's going. My screen's loading for some reason. Oh, there was a Franklin Richards doppelganger from the old school Infinity Gauntlet days.
Throw it in tack. Do you guys know the little Einsteins? I think that's what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Did we just lose Pete?
I think so. Pete. He was getting kind of weird.
All right, we crashed Pete. Hold on then. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me get rid of some of this other stuff that people don't need to see. They don't need to see this. They don't need to see this. Okay. Now let's share a screen real quickly. Oh, there you go, Pete. Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Yeah, it just shut down on me. It locked up and just it went to shit.
Okay. All right. Here, let me see what I can do here. Can we share that?
Well, I got my screen back.
All right. Yeah, you got
your screen. Your screen or Dub screen?
Well, no, I mean, if you have it,
screen.
Cool. Oh, it doesn't matter. Whoever this is.
You got this.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So do you see this? Isn't that like little? What is the name of this? There's this like thing that the kids used to watch. It's very educational.
Fantastic Four presents Franklin Richards' Son.
I know, but do you see the art on that? Do you guys know what I'm talking? Are they called the Baby Einsteins? Or are they called something? They would do these little stories. They're actually little books too that all the kids read.
Like I don't know. He's got a big head.
He does have a big head. But I'm putting that one on there. And then this. Did you guys see this thing that's coming out too? Hold on. Oops. Did I screw that whole thing up? I did.
You just closed sharing
screen. Look up for me.
He looks like Calvin.
Oh yeah, Calvin or Hobbes. There you go.
Like. No. It's something else. I'll figure out later.
But
he does look like Calvin
in my head.
Oh,
that's what was in my head.
Okay. Look up Ghost Pepper.
Ghost Pepper.
Yeah.
Carolina Reaper.
I think
I've
this looks
eaten
cool.
Ghost
Shit.
Pepper
No, dude, I think this is cool as shit.
from August.
Franklin and Friends. What are the things called?
Oh wait, here. Ghost Pepper.
Let me see. Yeah. Look through those. Dude, this
Ludo Lullaby.
yeah. Who is this Ludo guy? He done a bunch of
I don't
good
know,
stuff
but it
already.
looks like Joe Mad. I like it.
No, but yeah. So go through these covers. So this is
All right,
also
this looks
on
like
FOC.
Joe Mad, but this is
But
Ludo.
he's been writing some Transformer G.I. Joe stuff. Excuse me.
Wait,
he's
did
been doing
he
some other.
do?
Huh?
Did he do the Battle Chasers when Joe Mad brought Battle Chasers back?
He might.
He might have done the actual.
Okay. For fans of the Moon is following us and Battle Chasers. Yes. New action from Ludo.
Mm-hmm.
He did
Art Germ.
Transformers too. Yeah.
He did Battle Chasers in 2023.
Yeah, that's it. That was when they brought Battle Chasers back.
I'll put this one on there. You know, people are gonna read that thing right off.
Oh yeah, well, this is good.
But Joe Mad does a cover for this too.
Yeah, go look through the covers.
I'm going through them right now. I just did. Here's a Kale New. I don't know how to say it. NGU. New.
Yep.
This is also get that nice little mug shot.
Yeah, Harley Quinn. Catwoman.
Oh, here's Mad.
Yeah.
Madureira? Is that how you say it? Madureira? Madureira? Like I used to say it wrong, and now I don't know which one was wrong and what was right. So I just say Mad all the time. But I like
used to know how to say it, but I don't want to say it wrong. Joe Madura. Yeah.
Who's this? Allah. I don't know who did this one.
Oh, Xavier Ridley. That's all.
Oh wait, there it is.
About.
Andre Lima Araujo. I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
1 in 100. Yasmin Putri. They're all eating their ramen. Blank Sketch. Blank Sketch was done by Mr. Blank Sketch. Oh, and then back to cover A. But this book does look interesting.
Yeah, dude, it looks really good. Xavier Ridley's the thing that I was thinking that Richard looks like is the Xavier Ridley series. I mean, the Little Richard thing. Yeah, look up Xavier Ridley.
That's Little Richard.
No, not Little Richard. Yeah. Either way. So I think Ghost Pepper is something you got to keep an eye on too. That's coming out soon. What else is here? Let's go through. Go down.
Well, this is this week.
I know. Let's look at this week. I'm done. I'm going to go through the shit I shouldn't be going through. I was just looking at I just remember I was like, look through White Queen. Tell me that they're not all trash. Because they're all trash.
They're not all trash, but I will admit,
trash.
I like David Nakayama, but I don't love this one because her torso is extremely long. Like, that is a long torso.
It's trash.
Going all the way down. But I do like David Nakayama. Swaby, I just the cars and the
face is tough, bro. That's plus her head looks
weird. I like the
outfit.
I think the outfit is also it's Tiffy time, but in a bad way.
It's not good. Does it? The foil frosted's better.
Here's the Greg. Everybody apparently loves this Greg Land, but this just looks like the cover to Playboy Volume 6 Sisters. Or something the VHS
90s porn.
Like this is just
generic 90 porn.
We know we got this. We got the input for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now that's all I can see. I was like, I know who that is.
Sorry,
that's the foil.
Print. No, that's second print.
Oh,
hold on, and I'm just trying to go through the order here.
That one just looks like that one back there looked like that was no.
This is Joelle Jones. This is one of the open orders.
Okay.
But yeah,
what did they do to her face, bro?
Yeah, that's
she's not part horse, yo.
It's a sharp cheekbone, like that's a harsh angle.
Yeah, she probably likes carrots.
It's kind of.
And then one of those other ones, I think it was probably a store exclusive. Not to knock store exclusives, but like
I was trying to skip through them because
I know one of them just looked like something that would be at what's that one that always does it? That always does Fairy Tales or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Scotty Young.
No, the Fairy Tales. Tales The Gooner covers.
Zenoscope?
Yeah, Zenoscope. Oh Jesus, not that.
Here's a Godtail. This is a store exclusive.
Yeah,
Store exclusive.
no, not that one. Not that
here's
one.
the Bring on the Bad Guys, which is just not. I don't like this one.
What bad guy is that supposed to be?
It's Maestro.
Oh Jesus, nobody cares.
Yeah, but it's also just a not good Emma, if that's who that's supposed to be.
Yeah, none of these are good Emmas.
This is the foil, the Ricky Yagawa.
Ricky Gervaisi. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what the foil looks like.
He said it looks better in hand. And we're gonna have to take your word for it because I'm not.
The art's not terrible. I mean, I'm not saying I'm loving it. It's not terrible.
I'm not trying to put it in my hand.
I'd have to see what it looks like in hand. And then back.
Dude, what did you think about that Frank Cho Catwoman cover?
It's all right. I just don't understand why
the size isn't right though, bro.
What?
The sizing isn't right.
All right, so here's
she's
Sebastian. Sebastian Fiamora doing the cover A's, which come to expect. Can't seem to center this. There we go. Here's Frank Cho. What? He always draws them thick.
Thick's not wrong. The head just doesn't fit on the body somehow.
Sure it does. You just don't like the haircut. She's got the Demi Moore A Few Good Men haircut here.
Exactly. Exactly the haircut.
I want you to make an argument.
Yeah.
No, her head does look a little small compared to the rest of it.
Weird.
But yeah.
I love it. You guys watch his sketches on the YouTubes.
I have before, but not recently.
He does like a whole 30, 40-minute videos, and then he condenses into shorts where he draws like characters, just pencils, and I love watching that stuff. Like I said,
there was one fucking exclusive that I was like, I don't like exclusives, but
this is the one I pulled out for the Afro. I still like this, but the Afro was better.
Yeah, the Afro is better than that.
The Afro was better.
The Afro is better than that.
But I had this in initially because again, it was kind of a light week.
Fair.
Show, Virgin. It's the same goddamn book, but it's the Virgin version of it.
Wow, they charge more for this?
This is a 1 in 50.
Oof.
Well, you probably get this for like 30, maybe 40 in a lot of places. But yeah, it's a 1 in 50. And then back to the cover A.
Oh, yeah, that's who it was. 616 did a Zenoscope cover for fucking White Queen.
Did they?
But at least it's better than the rest of the cover.
The Panosian?
They have the best cover.
That Panosian cover.
No, Shannon Meir.
Oh.
What's PCB Hobby? Shannon, I don't know what that means. I don't.
This is the Shannon Meir, which is weird. He usually. Whoa! What did he do to her hip?
What are you talking about?
Look how wide the hips are here. But
also, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it looks Zenoscope-esque, but it's better than the rest of the fucking books out there this week for it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's something weird in this area.
I don't think the Panosian was bad either.
That should.
I did like the Panosian.
I can't deal with that.
But I can't be the $30 buying.
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about the price of how ridiculous that shit is.
I do like this. I do like this because I like Panosian.
Yeah. This is like 90s. Well, I know why. Because this reminds you of all like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer and like
this reminds me of like the stripper posters he drew for Slots. Remember that the miniseries miniseries he did?
I love the Slots.
It was like the burlesque show poster. Like that's what it reminded me of.
For sure.
That's
all right. All right. I think we've. Hey Matt.
Yeah, I think we've been here long enough.
Matthew, have we talked about enough comics now? Matthew, thank you. Hopefully, you guys over there at Qualify can talk more about comics. Anyways, what else do we have? What's next?
We're not done talking about comics because we still got our review.
Our next section.
Hold on, I got to get this thing ready before we can go and run the thing.
Thank you, Barlord. Nope, absolutely not. I did not like that last one too. Nothing. The White Queen.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
The next section.
All right, the next day we're going to do our review. So we're going to run Take It or Leave It.
Hey, let's take it or leave it.
All right, so we'll try to keep the reviews quick because we don't want to spoil everything. We did talk about a few of these already.
Yeah.
But let's start let's start Marvel. So over on Marvel, Marco wanted to read Bring on the Bad Guys Doom.
I'm trying to figure a Doom title that I'm actually going to like, and this one's not bad.
It wasn't.
This is actually, out of all the Doom titles, this one's kind of cool. But the problem that I have with the Pete, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is each one going to be a one shot?
Well, this isn't going to be Doom anymore. It's Bring on the Bad Guys, and it's like 7 one-shots. Well, I don't know what Marvel's like.
No. They're all going to be, Doom's going to be in every one, right?
Is he going to be in every one?
I think so. I think he's going to be in every one.
Well, if that's the case, that's one thing. But yeah, it's going to be 7 one-shots, I think, though.
How do we find? I'm still on that thing. So let me see. Yeah, I think it's going to be one, which they didn't kind of finish.
It says it in the thing.
Continuing story. They're all different, focusing on a different person. The next one is
a different other person.
Abomination. Right? The next one is Loki. The next one is Red Skull. Then Dormammu. Then Mephisto. So each book is going to focus on a different villain. This is from the Firesides to bring on the bad guys.
Right, but this. So wait, no, I'm sorry, but they're going to. So it's Doom's going to run into
Doom's going to be through them all.
Yeah. Right.
But that I don't know.
That I don't know.
All the Godzilla one shots.
Yeah, That's what I think
one shot for Avengers, X-Men, but versus Godzilla. But this will be, I guess, involving Doom in some way.
Yeah, I think that's the case, right?
I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up real quickly and not be a J.
I think it is according like
J.A.
Well, because I read the book. That's why a jackass.
J.A.
Try not to swear. Remember, we're trying.
I know what a J.O. is.
Jackass. A.S.
Oh, I thought you were saying jerk off.
No, why would I? What is wrong with you, Pete? No, yeah. So
maybe a jerk off like that.
I mean, obviously, I think this had 2 good characters in it. The problem with it is like they didn't end the story, so we're gonna get another story now or they're gonna fold it into shit that I don't want to read. That's the problem that I have with this book. Well, I like this story. I like the character that they introduced. I liked who it linked to, and I liked that relationship. Well, everybody knows there's a new character, Sister Sorrow.
Well, yes. Right? We'll say there is a new character. We talked about it because she's on the cover.
Yeah, well, she's on every cover.
There is a MacGuffin type thing inside this book that she is chasing, and there are apparently 5 of them. So that might be a storyline run through with her and her boss chasing the other ones, and then Doom trying to stop them. That could be a through line for all of these bad guys.
Yeah, well, we know because they show you that the Abomination is going to be the next one, right? So, like, we get that.
Goblin.
Huh?
Goblin is the next one.
Well, then why was the Abomination in this one saying he's going to be
he's kicked it off. He just happened to kick it off.
Okay. All right, well, whatever. So the Goblin's the next one. Yeah, I thought it was good.
I did like this. For what it was, for a one-shot, it was better than I thought.
Thumbs up. But I hope that they give us the... I hope they give us the Sister Sorrow storyline. That's what I hope.
I think that's going to be a backup through weaving through all of them, but each book is going to focus on a different character.
I can live with that then.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I can live with that. What do you got, Dub? Did you read it?
I like this. I definitely want to know. I want to know more about Sister Sorrow. She reminds me of Hexadecimal from Reboot, if anybody knows what that is. But that's what she looks like. I like the mask. Or the mask looking thing. I like the way she looks. I hope this is good.
I like the idea.
I like villain stories.
I like the idea that she thinks she's the boss, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, still.
Fair.
That's going to be good.
All right. Our other Marvel book of the week was some of the covers we just ran through, including those Zenoscope, Shannon Mayer, and Pedosians. The Emma Frost White Queen.
Okay. Okay, now this is the only thing I'm going to say about this is this book this is a backstory.
That's what threw me off for a while.
Okay, so this is like before 134.
They don't tell you. They do not tell you at the beginning. I went back and looked.
They don't at the front page.
They don't say, "Hey, this takes place at this time or years ago."
I could have sworn they did. No,
nothing that I could see. I went back and looked.
It says someplace. It says someplace that it takes before X-Men, and it says the actual.
Issue? I don't know, but that part would have been helpful to know. I just missed.
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you this: it is not where I saw it. It was not in big font, as they say.
Was it a little editor's note I missed?
Yeah, I think it was like in the bot. No, I think at the end of the intro where they tell all the writers and everything else. I think If I remember correctly, it was right at the bottom.
Oh, okay, in there.
Yeah, so it said something
I might have just skipped over that then.
Yeah, I think you probably did because everybody probably just flips past the first page and then it's like, well, whatever.
Yeah, and I know that's where they do a little synopsis usually.
Yeah.
I just figured, hey, it's issue 1. I should be able to just read this and not be confused.
No.
And I read it and I started off confused. And I'm like,
always confused. Yeah.
What the hell?
Right.
I was like, hey, we got fastball specials. Also, what's the deal with them doing a fastball special the same week that Batman and Superman decided to rip off the fastball special on that World's Finest cover?
I don't know. I still don't know if this intrigued me enough to get me to continue reading it. I think we all know the story of her, so who gives a shit? Thumbs down?
Yeah, it was an odd
crooked thumbs down.
Crooked down?
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree. I'm also crooked down because it wasn't a great read.
No.
Art was all right, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't think I need more of this. Like,
it could have been a one shot, one and done, right? One shot.
Like, I don't know what, apart from just trying to sell us covers, which I think is the actual point of this. I don't know why we need this.
We don't.
It's like, you figure, like, why are we going back 50 plus years and telling a story that you might have missed?
Dub, did you read this at all?
I tried.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
No.
All right.
X-Men 138 it takes place after X-Men 138.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So 130, well, 137 was what, Death of
136.
Phoenix, and then 38.
Yeah.
All right,
Hellfire Club one. It's the one with black gum.
Gotcha. Anyway, don't need it unless you just want to buy covers. You can just buy covers. All right, let's go to the indie side of things. This one, I think I read through the first story. I didn't finish the second story. I ran out of time. Like, we had to start the show, so I didn't get through the second story in this. But I think there's only 2 in this one, right?
Everything but the Gravedigger was good in this.
That was the second story, right?
No, yeah, the Gravedigger was the last thing that they did.
Whatever the last thing they did was, that's what I didn't get to finish. Yeah. I was kind of skimming it.
Sorry, you didn't need to finish it. But the other stories, like the one was the story of the kid with the whale kid.
Oh, in the aquarium thing.
Yeah, that's fucked up. The other story, all the stories were messed up.
The first story. Was that the first story, the aquarium? I thought
no.
Yeah, I think it was.
The first one was the aquarium.
Okay.
You want me to go grab the book?
First one was the aquarium. There was like a whale, and there was a bunch of little fish. There's like red and blue and white mostly.
Yeah. That was a good story. I mean, I thought it was messed up. There's the one. Hold on.
It's just it's over.
These were Stilled the Waves, so that wasn't. Helpless was the second one. Helpless was the one that it was the wasn't. What the hell was Helpless?
Well, that's when we ended up getting like the great.
Helpless was the one where they're going to, which it ended, and I don't understand. That's the one where the mom was eating the bug and had the daughter, and then they're like, "Do you want me to give it away?" Like they were looking at water. They weren't able to use water. It was post-apocalyptic like stuff. The government was coming after them.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't get to finish. That's what.
Then the weird one was She Needs Help, which was really weird because it was like there's a real live case of where a mom like made her daughter like handicap or whatever, and I thought they were going that route. They spun it a different way in that story, and whoa, was that creepy, dude! It had old EC vibes if I ever had it before. That was the one where it starts off. The mom complains about the daughter. That's just something wrong with the baby. Pete. That was the third one. And then the fourth one was the graveyard person, and now the other person's taking over writing it.
I don't know. I'll just say this again, not to spoil anything further. I just like these weird little.
Yeah,
I'm kind of sad this one's over, but they're doing more. They may change the title, but
they are. They're just gonna change. No, they are. They already said they are. It's gonna be X, whatever it is. So, yeah.
I mean, we got the blood one starting up with the vampires already, but we're gonna get another. I forget what the hell it's called.
Yeah, the clown lady or whatever buries the gravedigger. You guys don't, not a spoiler or whatever. She's taking over the next title. You can see it in the previews anyway, so it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up for me too. I liked it. I thought 2 of these stories were extremely well done. The first story was okay, and the last story was just not needed, but I get it. I get what they're doing.
Yeah, but that's kind of what you get. This goes the same route when we had the the Cruel Fantasy or whatever. It's like you get one good one, you get one mid one, and one eh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I could talk about the one. I'm trying not to spoil the one because I thought it was
you get
really
an
good.
A story, you get a B story, and you get a C story.
I thought the story 2 was very good. Story number 2 was exceptional. I just don't want to ruin it. And if I tell you what it's about, then you'll be like, oh yeah, kind of ruin it. And then story number 3, I don't want to ruin either. But
did you get to this one, Dub?
I did. I liked this one, and I agree that second story gave me vibes from a certain video game that I've been playing.
Yeah.
You know, like the show. So it gave me that kind of vibes. But yeah, I would recommend.
I just wish that story would continue. Yeah, that's the only problem. I think that would make a great story, but all right.
You never know. They might spin things off.
Yeah, I don't. It said the end, so.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. If things get popular, and they go, "What do we need to do next? I want to write more of this." And
yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
All right.
Who knows? All right, one more indie. Exquisite Corpses number 2. The game continues.
More. It's amazing how fast this book writes. Right? That's the only way I'm going to describe it without spoiling anything.
Well, it felt for a part. It felt like, all right, we're going to get a little more setup, but then it does like progress.
Right.
Like there's a bit where it feels like, okay, there's going to take a moment to kind of reset it or whatever. But then it's like, oh no, we're still going.
No, so, yeah.
I like
it's like you're starting a car. You're like, all right, it's going a little fast, and then all of a sudden you're downhill right away, and you're just okay. Okay, maybe we should tap the brakes a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, no, I agree.
I like this. I do like it. It's
thumbs up.
I know not to get too attached to anybody.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think that's just how this book's going to play out.
Yeah. But hopefully it doesn't follow like suit with. Well, no, because it didn't happen on the first issue. Anyway. Yeah, just don't get too attached to any game.
Just don't
get pick your favorites. Not everybody's making it out of this.
Not everybody. Nobody's gonna make it out.
Nobody but one. Yeah. There can be only one. It's Highlander.
The only one. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thumbs up. Yep.
I didn't get to this one.
You didn't get this one? Nope. Give it a look. It's still fun. It's a fun read. It's not as long because last issue was like double sized.
You know what's wild?
I'm behind on this. That's kind of why.
What's wild is
this reads quicker.
I will tell you though. Didn't they say this went to a second print?
I think they all
probably.
Yeah. The second print for issue 1 just came out.
Same thing with Aubrey too. I get that, but there's still tons of both those books available this week. Both of them. So
well, for those people collecting the cards, whatever the collectible card game or playable card game that is for this, I think the second print 1 in 10 has a card in it. But I don't know if it's a new card or just like a special edition of the first card. I have no idea because I didn't.
Who's doing this book?
This is Tiny Onion.
Yeah,
Tiny Onion.
Tiny.
Oh yeah.
That's why you complain, like, oh man, is he gonna be able to finish this?
Oh yeah, you're right. He's not gonna be able to finish the shit. It's okay.
He'll finish. I bet he already has an end for this.
We'll see.
He might have more to come after this.
No card, Ed says. Or wait, new card. It must be new. He put
it's a new card.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't order one because I didn't need a second print.
He got one. All right.
Anyway, still read this. I like this book. All right, go to DC. Okay. Marco did his best hanging out at the library, apparently at the shop today, and read this.
I perused.
Could you do any more than that with this book, though?
Fuck, this book was terrible.
I mean, I don't know. I was debating, like, should you have picked this one or Jeff the Land Shark? Like, which dumbass book should we have read?
I was actually going to read Absolute Flash. Instead, I chose this, and it was a bad decision.
I'm going to read Absolute Flash anyway, but we don't need to review it again.
Yeah, this is a bad decision. Just don't pass on this book.
Oof.
Yeah, real bad decision.
Yeah, this was not.
I do have a question because I know the people are just us even saying it's a bad decision because it's gonna be a dog book. Dog lovers are crazy.
No, but it wasn't about the dog because they put characters in here too. It's just I don't see the point of why we did this. Apart from the fact, again, are we spoiling?
No, remember what?
Not really to spoil, is there?
Remember when somebody said, we had to. Oh, you weren't here when Bruce said it. He's like, everything with it sells. Crypto's great. People are gonna love that character. It's the next Groot. Well, if you read this book, he ain't the next Groot.
Here's the problem. How about we let him get on screen and actually get these fans before we push
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
That's how the Groot thing happened. Yeah, right.
No, you know why? And it's all the fault of Star Wars. It's all the fault of Grogu.
Oh, Grogu. Yeah.
Because they don't want to miss out on selling all the toys and selling all the stuff, so they have to do it all beforehand because all the money that they lost.
How weird was it? Like, we actually had to sit through. There's pages of this book with Crypto in the rocket ship getting lessons from Jor-El. Like, what the hell is going on?
It's good, boy. Really good, boy. No, there's actually dialogue in here where they're like, "Oh, let's check the monitors. Oh, he looks fine. Oh, let's check the monitors. Oh, he still looks fine. Oh, let's check the monitors. Oh, he's going into a wormhole. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, what the fuck?"
And then when he shows up on Earth, and then like just like a homeless guy kicks him, and I'm like,
yeah, you're eating my food. What the hell? This is bad. Thumbs down. This thing was shit. Oh. Everybody put thumbs down. Pass on this.
Yeah. Did you read this, Dub? You did. Please.
He said, yeah.
No, I did not.
Actually, I thankfully don't touch this.
No, don't. That it's bad. If I read a book, I usually buy it.
I read this.
Usually, if I read a book, I'm buying it no matter what, no matter how bad it is. But this thing was so bad that I put it back on the shelf. I said no, thank you.
Did anyone read this? And did anyone else read this? And did you like it? I kind of.
I did. Don't ask that, because Bruce's ass is gonna show up in a minute and fucking just jizz all over himself about how great this was.
You could try.
Well, I want him to tell me why it's good. Yeah, I want to hear it.
No, I don't, because it's bullshit. All right, next.
All right, our last book, new release wise, that we read was the final issue, or not? I'm sorry, the penultimate issue, the second to last, issue 5 in the 6th issue mini of Zatanna. I have to recuse myself because I ran out of time.
Look, I'll tell you this. I didn't think this was.
I had to spend the extra time putting this on the thumbnail right before we got on. I was like, I can read the next book, or I can update the thumbnail. I'll update the thumbnail.
I didn't think that this series was going to be great, and it wasn't that great, but it's ending extremely strong. And this book was pretty damn good.
Okay.
Pretty damn good.
I will say my tune changed once I found out that this was going to be a mini and not like ongoing. I was like, okay, now we might have.
I know. I don't think the first book or two got me excited about this. I think we reviewed the first one.
It was too much. There was a lot of stuff. She had to introduce all these new side characters.
Yeah, whatever.
Again, she can't carry this on her own. Like we need.
I think she could. I think if you went this route, like what she did right here,
maybe
you could have. But maybe you have only got 3-4 books out of it. I don't know. Either way, really good. Can't wait for the ending. Actually, maybe think about other great Zatanna books and covers. So we'll be covering that in UGR.
Under the radar soon.
Yeah,
I will tell you. I read the first one because we reviewed it, and then I haven't kept up with this. And then I read this one today. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna read it. And this issue was really it was good. The art was good.
Hey, look at that.
The story was good. And I had to go back. And so Jamal Campbell does the writing. He does the art. He did a cover. Like, I may have known that before, but I forgot. But it's great. I love it. Highly recommend this. Right? At least this book. I don't know about 2 or 3, but this issue was good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this book, it kind of took a curve where you're like, wow,
I like the art. I like the colors.
Yeah, and everything was great, dude. Yeah, this book was great.
Good stuff.
Click the link down below that has our Hard Times t-shirt. But on that site, you can look up Shogun Warriors. You'll probably find this one because that's really
nice.
But wait for the sale. They always have sales. Like every 2 weeks,
buy
a sale. You can get it for like $13 or $16 or something.
To buy it. Take it.
Yeah,
Pete, just take this. Take this.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Take it. With that, those were our new releases. So we do have some oldie stuff to look at. So
there's some other stuff I read this week that wasn't good. There's a lot of not good this week.
There's more I need to read, but for now, let's get to the retros. All right. For the retro, we may not have liked the recent one shot. I think it's a one shot, right? Like, there's not more of that coming, is there, for crypto?
I hope not.
But we did get the facsimile reprint this week. And again, this apparently was polybagged because inside there could be a golden dog.
That's why they're all polybagged, huh?
Yep. There could be a dog biscuit ticket that gets you.
Why don't you just shake it back and forth? Do you think people just shake that back and forth and find out?
No, because they have a ticket in there that says you did not win.
It's an inlay, I think, like it's in the book. They put it inside, and then there's some controversy surrounding this book a little bit because some stores were upset because the tickets that say that didn't win were like an advertisement to DC's digital subscription service. So comic stores bought this and they weren't happy about it. So I didn't do that.
Well, because if they do the digital service, they don't buy the actual hardcover floppies.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but hey, they had to pay for the poly bag one way or another.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this. Even to this day, this book isn't as corny as that shit we read earlier.
It's not?
It's not as. It's pretty damn close, but not as.
I like how that safe has the same little wheels that I have on the comic racks that I got in my garage.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little, like...
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What'd you think? It's okay. I mean, Adventures isn't my favorite Silver Age DC line. I think it's very, like, what you think juvenile would be.
It's weird to me to think that we actually, again, I was not collecting at this time because this was before my time. It's weird for me to think that there was this much Superboy content, really.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they really went, this is the prequels before the prequels. Like, this was the first steps in geekdom, fandom, whatever you want to call it, like, where they said, you know what? Let's do a prequel. Let's talk about young Superman.
Well, you had Superboy and Adventures, which had Superboy in it. And like all around that time, you had a lot, There's a lot of Superman going on around this time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, then you had my pal Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Like this was Superman he was king.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, I get it. It just is not,
This was the stuff I would see. Again, this is, we're going back maybe 10 years. When I used to do my old like digging, I'd be at the flea market, flipping through old boxes at the flea market, and you'd hit those runs in those pockets of like, oh shit, there's more Superboy stuff. Like, I don't give a shit. And I just
I didn't
even care because this one's not going to be in. Like, maybe it was, and I didn't even bother looking for it. But yeah, I would hit those pockets of it's Superman, Superboy. I don't care. Flip, skip.
Well, I don't know. Brainiac 10 years ago was really cheap, and then like I don't know, stuff started taking off like ridiculous prices. But
everything did.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a crooked because it's not for me.
It is what it is. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna crap on it completely, but it is what it is. So I'll give it the crooked.
Yeah. Me, same.
It's still a first. It's still a super dog character, so I'm not going to give it like, oh
it's
man,
still better. It's
genius thing in the world.
If they just would have reprinted this and not done the other story, I think I would have been okay.
No, they reprinted this and they wanted to give you the other story.
Not good.
They were trying to do both.
It's not a good thing.
Double dip on that crypto wallet.
All right, so I guess I never take it.
So if you want to get a facsimile, go for it. Maybe you'll win a trip to LA to go see the premiere of the movie, but you got to open your poly bag to find out. All right, for our next bit.
Early on, Jeff, there was a buy, trade, sell. Like back in the day when BTF, like Facebook started off, before there was like Facebook market, before there was a lot of comic selling, low grade BTF, buy BST. I used to buy, trade, sell. I used to sell Superboy comics, and that's the only way you could sell them. Only way. And I would give, for every like 2 that they buy, I'd give them like 5. Just please buy more. Please.
Just take these away. Calgon, take these away.
I mean, literally, it was like, I think I was making $10 for like 15 books after like that's my profit was like $10 on them. Just trying to get rid of them.
All right. So this was a facsimile this week. Also this week we got, as James pointed out, we got the FF49. But we didn't review that. Classic stuff. I mean, go read it anyway. Go pick up.
Yeah. We did the other one. Yeah.
They had the next installment of Hush 619.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We don't need that. You can just buy the original for the same price, if not cheaper than the facsimile price. And then we had the third issue of the sort of reprint, but with all new words, Youngblood. But we haven't done the second book yet, so we know we're going to keep issue 3 in our pocket. We'll do it in a week or two. But for today, since we did issue 1, but we didn't do issue 2,
I will tell you
at the original recipe Youngblood
Jesus
against the new deluxe with all new words version.
I will tell you, he can try to shit on this all he wants, but he is a huge Youngblood / Rob fan.
Look at those quads. You thought Barry Sanders had some thighs? Look at what Prophet is rocking here. Look at these things.
Did he touch up the art?
They recolored stuff.
No, I think he like touched it up. Like,
maybe.
Look at the kneecap. The kneecap's more defined on the new version compared to the old.
I think it might be more the colorist did that though. Well, no, because look, they eased up on the blacks here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
He might have re-inked it.
Dude, look at the curve
had a
in the
new
foot.
anchor.
Hold on. I'm looking at the curve in the foot to see.
It's close. It's definitely recolored.
Like the ankle, right? You're talking about look at the ankle. Look at the ankle on both of them. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, and look at the guys. He actually show fingers. I think he's trying to do that there. And
well, we don't have a Prophet cometh.
I know.
We just got deluxe. All right, we're not doing the whole book. We're not doing the whole book. I picked out some choice bits just to give it a taste.
Hey, hold on. Rob does think he looks like the guy with the flat top, right? That's what Rob Liefeld, when he looks in the mirror, he thinks
Brahma.
Yeah,
the big beastly guy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think Rob might be shorter than me.
Yeah. All right, cool. Go ahead.
All right. So the original Youngblood starts off with a prologue that they skip in the new version. So there's like there's like a little dude. There's a whole extra storyline at the beginning. They skip in the deluxe edition. So we're gonna match them up where they do start with a big close-up shot of Prophet's face.
Why?
And why he wears these? Why he likes the fight? You know, like the little the boxers. You know, when they're doing their
sparring
partner. God, I don't know why he likes that gear. I mean, he took Shatterstar's face mask and said, "Hey, let's make another dude with this."
But now it looks worse. It actually looks worse that he made it like copper and brown. Like at least in the original one where you had the lines and it looked like
he was underwater because he's in a tube like the Bacta tank,
right?
Which we'll get to in a second.
Yeah, but why isn't he in the water anymore?
I don't know why there's no bubbles in the second one.
And he took, oh my God, and he got rid of all that.
Can see, like the text.
Yeah.
And again, we're not going through all the words, but
he combined it like halfway.
If you read some of the text, they didn't change much. They reworded stuff, but it's still kind of the same crap. In fact, he has a future. Oh boy.
So wait, you said this is the deluxe version.
On the right is the deluxe. On the left is the original recipe.
I'm sure it costs more than the original, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's like $5 or $6.
So it's a deluxe version that costs more, but you get less.
Well, it's on better paper.
Prologue.
There's no prologue. You're right.
Took the prologue out.
It's on nicer paper though.
Nicer paper and updated art, updated colors.
Updated colors.
Okay.
But you can find the original for next to it. Well, I mean, it is first appearance of Prophet, so people do buy it. It's also first, and that's the other thing. The original has the first appearance of Shadowhawk on the flipbook side of it, but you don't get that here on the deluxe. No Shadowhawk.
I see.
But here we go. Here's another example. So they decided, you know what? Blonde's not cool. Let's make the doctor guy have brown hair because for some reason blonde doesn't work anymore. And you know what? Since these are flashbacks, let's make everything gray.
that was the same guy on the cover. Was this guy on the cover?
No, that's a different guy.
So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we wanted to change his hair color.
Yeah, he has the same haircut.
Confuse him. Yeah.
The doctor looks exactly like the big guy.
Right.
But yeah, this. Oh man. Also, like the text that they chose on the redo doesn't fill up the boxes, but it's like they kept the original boxes because I don't know if Rob did the rest of the art. Like, look at the bottom. Like, look at the 3 panels on the bottom. Like, why don't those panels go all the way down? Well, there was text boxes there before. So did he not finish drawing those? Is that why they cut them?
You know, it also looks like they just put new text boxes on top of the old text
boxes.
The old ones are still there. They just like put a new box.
I wonder if he drew the text boxes in
right on top
the first time.
Wow.
Because the text doesn't fit right. Don't even bother trying to read this text. The first text is talking about a doctor taking the downtrodden like miscreants on the street and doing tests on them. And then the new one, it starts talking about just other human. It's same human test subjects, but they just, I don't know. It still goes with the downtrodden, so they don't change much.
Wow.
They just kind of reorganize their thoughts, but it's the same goddamn story. Unlike the first one, which they took out bad jokes and just replaced them with generic comments. This one is just kind of, it's the same damn book.
Although I will say it does look better in the deluxe.
It might.
It does look better.
But here's your flat top guy that's on the cover. There's the blonde guy with the big brows. So in the original, we get some weird doing the same in some scientist sweaty workshop would be no problem at all. And then she's got water. Apparently they're in the middle of the desert, by the way, and she's shooting water. They try to explain that away in the new version where she decides to vocalize. I can feel the rush of an underground river about a half mile down. That's all I need.
Wow.
That's where her water comes from.
Wow.
Thanks for explaining that. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we go from he's all yours, Brahma. Nice shot, Rip, to Brahma. I get it, Rip. I hate to admit how much I get off on these Mexican standoffs.
Wow.
Dude, yeah.
Like, is that an improvement?
Get off on these Mexican standoffs? No, like, I swear to God, he doesn't understand. Because I think people are just like, yeah. Like, you know, you ever get the old man or crazy man?
He didn't write the new stuff. I think Joe Casey wrote the new stuff.
I understand that. But, like, he definitely has oversight on it because he will not let anybody touch this without him. There has to be some type of, this is just terrible.
I mean, they didn't change much. I know you said touched up art, but look at Riptide. Like, look at, she still has that Charlie Brown, like, squiggle line on her back leg. Oh, it's in the back. Let's just, it's shadowed.
No, yeah, it's bad. No, you're right. This is bad.
It's just squiggly line. But wow.
Oh, my God.
And just, again, here's a zoom in just to give you, like, again, the text that I was reading. I should have done this first. I'm sorry, I forgot I did the zoom in on this. But yeah, about the sweaty workshop versus underground rivers, explaining where all water powers are coming from. Oh. I just don't know why we're getting this. And then here we go. Original recipe, big fight scene where we're getting this. They decide to change the text around a little bit, still about these disciples and fights that they have, but
it's so stupid.
Like, this is what they decided to change. Look at these panels. We went from body bank recharging, and he's enough, and he does the two-handed punch or whatever, I guess. We change it to body bank recharging to counterattack go, and he says get off instead of enough. Like, thanks for this updated version.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Wow. This is
dude.
great.
The best is what's his name's head shrunk in the picture too. This is stupid.
No, the heads are the same.
No, I know in this picture in general on both sides.
Yeah. It's all just the same. But I don't know how I thought this stuff was good back in the day. Not the good, like the art. I'd be like, oh man, this is cool stuff. I guess
I never liked his stuff. Never. So I mean, I'm okay with it. Wait, did they get rid of the top part where the guy's hands were going clink clink over it, or?
Oh, the crack. No, they get rid of some of the reaction sounds for some reason.
Yeah.
And then this is how the story wraps up. We have these robot guys come in, shoot the doctor, who they decide to recolor not only his hair but his jacket, because scientists can't wear white jackets; they got to wear blue jackets.
Where's the blood splat? This blood splat's way different. Actually, it's cooler.
It was black the first time.
Yeah, now, but black, but you still, yeah.
Now it's all red. It just blends in with the fact that you decided to go with a red background. That was kind of stupid. Kept the yellow line work. The red would have popped off of it.
This is so. Why did he get this back?
I don't know, but let me guess. The disciples, right? That's Cougar's line. It was changed to, I'm assuming these guys aren't with you. Great jokes. This is some good stuff.
I think we could have all pulled, maybe got like $20 and made sure that this never saw the light of day. I can't believe he got the rights back to this stuff.
I can't believe they decided to take the time to, you know what? Let's put new words in.
What else is he going to do?
I don't know. But it's weird because, again, some of them, they remove the boxes, and others, they keep the boxes in the same place.
I know. Same place, yeah.
It's just, I don't know. But that's all. I didn't want to go too long on this because it was not actually as amusing as I thought it would be. It was just not good.
I actually don't agree with you at all. I think that you're full of shit, and the reason why you went over it is because you're a huge fan. So right now we're going to do top 5 Pete's favorite Liefeld covers. Explain to us, Pete. This is number 5.
You asked, I gave it to you.
Youngblood number 7. Pete, why is this turd nugget sandwich of a cover your favorite Liefeld cover number 5?
Because this would be a good thing cover. That's what this would be. This would be a good thing cover. That's why I like this one. If you just make him orange, this would be a solid thing.
This is actually, you know what? I see why you like that Spider-Man cover, because this has a lot of the same texturals and feeds. Number 4, coming in at number
Classic.
4.
I didn't give you the full wraparound, but the whole team lineup, they're actually all pretty well done for just being individual. For the way he does draw characters and the weird anatomy, the anatomy here is less weird. And it's a classic. This is actually
boom. All right. Number 3.
This one, I remember this one chasing that the Extinction Agenda stuff.
Okay.
I was a big fan of that run back in the day. That's kind of when I started reading X-Men.
Starfire looked like he's about to squat and take a shit back there.
But I like the Wolverine on this one. It's just one of those ones I remember hunting.
Dude,
for this
how fucking terrible is that Rogue?
The Rogue? Is that Rogue? I thought that was.
I don't know.
Rogue? It could be
I
Richter.
don't know.
It might be Richter.
Oh, is that Richter?
I think it's Richter.
See, hey, that's bad when you can't tell the difference if he's doing packs or tits, right? Like,
to be fair, at the time they had the same look, they had the same haircut and the same headband.
I think that is Richter, dude. I think you're right on that. Holy shit, dude, that's so bad. And yeah, it does look like fucking Sunfire's taking big old.
That's why I picked this one.
This is terrible. No, the Wolverine's not even fucking good at this. Where's his fucking eyes?
It's better. They're way over here. That's
where
your eyes are.
No. Look, if you actually look inside the mask, there's no eyes there. It's just skin.
They're squinting.
No, this is fucking terrible. I cannot believe you like this. All right, what is this? This is typical life.
This one is because this was him. You see Cable kind of toned down because he was inked by Scott Williams here. So you see the fact that, well, you know what? Yeah, it's Cable, but he's not
Sabretooth, I guess.
The Sabretooth's awful. But that's just how Liefeld drew Sabretooth. Like he was
really.
I don't know how big that hair is.
All right, wait, who's dead? Who's dead underneath Sabretooth?
That might have been Richter.
So you're telling me fucking you're telling me Rogue back here, Rogue Richter, and it is because the head
10 issues.
I think
he went to green eventually as his colorway.
Wow, fucking horrible, bro.
I just like the horrible. Cable here.
Sabretooth was tough.
There's not a lot to choose from.
Dude, this is garbage, bro. I can't believe you put this together. And then number 1,
because Liefeld was inked by McFarlane, so McFarlane kind of touched up his line work and made it look better. And he gave it that EC horror bubble box too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible. This is probably one of the best works he has, but
there's not a lot, dude.
There's a couple other where you see it, and it's Liefeld.
There's a lot that's bad, and I know I could have went that route.
That's not great.
Thought about going that route of just go with the awful stuff, but
yeah,
I did.
You're a super fan. We get it. Super fan of it. Don't forget it. Don't let Pete lie. It's Richter. No, is it Richter? He could be right.
It's Richter. Yeah, that was Richter.
Oh, I know that one in the background though. They were.
I think they're both Richter, if I remember.
It is because it's the bandana. That's what he does. A lot of stuff when you don't know what it is. All right, that was Pete's top 5. His love letter to Rob Liefeld. While he thinks Rob Liefeld is one of the top 5 artists of all time.
No,
congratulations, Pete. That was garbage. That was trash. That was definitely fun making fun of that shit. I will tell you, I almost put together top 5 worst ever. We used to do that on MCM, and that was probably one of the biggest hits. So. All right, now let's get into the UDR. Let's get into the real UDR.
Oh, you want me to run your thing?
Please.
No, run
All right, now that we got that garbage out of the way, let's talk about it. Zatanna had a good week this week. We saw some terrible covers. I wanted to cover some Zatanna stuff, but I wanted to do something different.
There you go. We need that.
So I want to do something different. I'm going to give you a couple like the under the radar keys, or maybe not. Like, listen, we know what her first is, right? We get it, Hawkman. We got that. We understand number 4. We're not going to cover that. We're going to cover a couple other things.
I'm sorry, it's still an awful first.
She's in the first page.
I don't care if this cover is awful. It's not even the fact that she's not on it. I just don't like this Hawkman cover in general either.
Well,
like it's
whatever.
It's unfortunate. That's all.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Well, so we're gonna cover a couple of smaller ones, but then we're gonna cover the AH covers because we have to do that if you're gonna talk about her because they haven't had that many great covers of them. I figured we'd cover AH, which he did a great job with it. Here we go. So first off, her second appearance and first quote unquote cover appearance of a face.
Yeah, this is like Venom. Venom's first cover appearance was on that Hydro Man book, was just his face.
Yep.
Same situation.
You know how we know it's her?
Oh, I got this one.
Yeah.
So it's written right there, and it's Zatanna, and I guess her face
looks a lot like her dad in that picture. That's a very manly face.
She's a handsome woman.
There goes volume 1 of the Atom, number 619. Now, most of these Atom books are decently sought after, but not hugely, especially in high grade. I will tell you it's hard to find it. There wasn't anything pretty much between the 9.6 and the 7.5 because it just is what it is. It's very hard to find them in that area. 7.5, though, 265. Raw averaging about $50. Now, there was a 9.6 sold. It sold for $1,008. No, it's supposed to be not $1.80, $1,800. I just gave you that for like how big of a high grade that is.
Not $1.80. You sure?
Definitely, if she ever does show up.
I'm in for $1.80.
Right. If we ever get a big push on this character, though, this might be something you want to look at because now's the time to buy this book, especially considering a lot of people don't know it's her second appearance or her first cover. As you mentioned, which is the worst first cover appearance, the Hawkeye that we saw or Hawkman that we saw over here, or her Dooley face on this.
Oof,
I'm not quite sure. Neither one's a big winner.
So this was Atom number 19, you said?
19, yes, it is.
Okay. Gotcha.
12 center.
Yeah, 64, 66-ish, 64, 66, somewhere around there.
I don't know.
64, I think, probably. Now, her third appearance, a lot of people, too, don't realize this, and probably one of her first best cover appearances would be the second cover appearance of her third appearance overall, Green Lantern, volume number Deuce, remember? Green Lantern 1, Golden Age. 42.
Oh, yeah. We got Hal.
Right.
Yeah, a little Hal saving it. Hawkman, Atom also show up in this. But it's Green Lantern turn. It's his turn to help out Zatanna. All right.
Why did Hal punch that demon in the junk? That's what it kind of looks like. That's where he hit him.
It does.
You can see where
it does.
You see where the stroke line. It's like
now remember her dad dies, so then she gets to be put into the GLA. Kind of. It's weird.
Oh.
Anyways, so they're trying to help the dad, but the dad ends up dying. All right, that's her third appearance. Green Lantern number 42. 7.0 is really undervalued, especially for such a cool cover. 7.0 is 165, but that was in 2022. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Currently, raw average is selling for $50 for Fine Plus. and low grade is selling for like $10 to $20. So
Wow.
easy book to pick up if you want to pick up a quick third appearance, and if you want to get all your Zatanna keys there. All right, now this is a book that I used to pick up a lot. I don't pick it up as much because it got really pricey for some reason. And I just want to be clear. It's her best cover, but it's not actually the first appearance of Abracadabra or any of the other stuff. It's a reprint of Flash 128, which has M for the metal guy in it and Abracadabra, which is in Flash 128 originally. So this is technically a reprint of their first appearance. It also has got a reprint of Adventures Comic 415, Adventures Comic 414, Adventures Comic 413. I don't know why I didn't. Wow, I did that backwards. Anyways, that neither matters. It's DC Superstars Volume 1, number 11. Great book. People love this. Averaging 9.6 average is about $500. A 9.8 in this, averaging $2,800. Yeah, it was like 2,956, 2,780. Some 2,000. You know what I'm saying? 2,000. They must have put a dot in there, not a comma, because I think the comma just turns out that way. Whatever. Raw average right now, though.
We get the point. It's 28.
Yeah, raw average is selling for $92. Highs at this is probably like 115, 120 nowadays for this book, which is
way above the others appearances.
Yeah,
interesting,
especially for a reprint. But arguably her best.
You get the cover.
Yep.
You get the cover. And you got the little look. The little demon's trying to get some action. Look at him reaching in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of reprints.
He's going for it.
Oh wow, I never noticed that. But you're right. He's going for the grab. Oh, he 100% is going for the grab. All right.
By the, yeah, you know what I'm
Since we decide to do books like that don't really have anything in them, mean a little bit different. This
book,
Raven the Bold 33. I used to only buy this because I thought the three chicks, people would love the three chicks on the cover, not knowing that there's a tie into the Killing Joke.
Yeah, this is the follow up.
Brave and the Bold 33. I will tell you, the 9.8s really sell low considering what the actual raw books sell for. Now, $28 is what the average is, but you got to remember a lot of those are like not for a newer book in good shape because people have already read through them. So you can get highs a lot higher than that. But the low for a 9.8 is $28. Last was $120, but I'll tell you, don't slap this book because it's under $100 most times for the sale for it. Okay, just buy it raw, find it in there and go. By the way, this is a story about the three chicks having this is about Wonder Woman, Zatanna, and
it's like a girls' night out.
Girls' night out. Yeah. Party all the time, just beating
back on the horse.
Yeah.
After what happened to her,
beating everybody up. There you go. All right. Now, let's talk about, a lot of people don't know this book. This is Zatanna's first solo title. Now, that's kind of funny because it's solo series title, because she had a special. She had a couple other things. We saw the magic thing. We saw a bunch of other books that were her, but not really her. This is her first continuing solo title.
Ongoing series.
Ongoing. Thank you very much. 9.8s go for $95. Raws go for about $6. Yes, that's her dead dad in the background.
Dead dad, while one of the rock lords is they come together. Okay.
Yeah, she got no clothes on in that too, by the way. I don't know.
Really? I thought it was a pantsuit.
No, well, yeah,
it might be. It's like a mixture of pantsuit and it's being burnt off by rock dude.
Yeah, for sure.
The heat coming off that thing is just, you got to air that thing out.
Right. So this is 93. I will tell you, a couple years earlier, probably like 97 or 87-ish. They did have, as I mentioned, they had a singular title for the special with her in it, riding a horse and doing this move right here.
Coming out of a hat.
9.8s go for 93. So it's technically not her first like solo book. It's just her first solo ongoing title was the last one. This is kind of her first special. $98. Look at that snake. People love purple snakes. Raw averaging about $12. So the price here at the 9.8s aren't too far off from each other. I will tell you this book does sell a lot better than the other one. And raws go for about $12. Yep.
She looks more like the character. That's why too.
Yes.
Pantsuit or nude, whatever you want to go with the rock guy.
Except for she does look like she's kind of smuggling something in her. Yeah. Anyways.
So, really quick fun fact about that book. It was supposed to be a miniseries, right? Like it was supposed to be 4 issues.
Yes.
And then they made it into just one issue for whatever reason.
They said that's it.
Thank you for that.
That's enough.
Thank you, Dub. Dub's adding in some of the fun facts and slowing me down, which he should. Appreciate it, Dub. All right, next up, we start with the one series that people should know about. This is where a lot of the most popular books come out of. This is Volume 2, Number 1, the 2010 series. Now, listen, the first book, although popular, doesn't sell for a ton. 9.8, averaging $75. Raw is going for 11. But let's talk about the books.
I don't want to ruin things. Way to ruin it.
Let's talk about the books that Pete was about to ruin. This is where we get all the AH books.
Zatanna, the Hughes. I was going to talk about Rollins.
4 Deadly Venoms. Like it's hard to slow him down when he's on a roll, and I can slow him down once in a while, but he just keeps on going.
You guys didn't like Snake Mountain as a kid. People do like purple snakes. He-Man, Snake Mountain.
Okay, well, the snake in Snake Mountain's actually green, not purple. The mountain's purple.
Isn't it purple?
Snake's green. Yeah, no, the snake's greener. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, the panther's purple.
Yeah, the mountains are purple.
Yeah, the mountains
are purple. Yeah. All right, Zatanna, Volume 2, Number 11. So this is still on the 10 series. This is actually the first AH in it. Now, remember, the back loaded towards the AH covers. Not actually one of our most popular ones. 9/8 go for $145. Raw is going for $45. This actually used to be a lot cheaper for a Raw. It picked up pace. This used to only be like a $15 Raw book too.
Well, because people got priced out of the last two. Like once those
they did.
People are like, well, why are we buying these? We can go buy 11.
All right. The next one he did was 13. An interesting cover. Check out the cover. Check out the dudes bumping their heads together. Very
demon kind of grab though.
No, you're right. But you see how 11's in the background too, to note that that's the first one he did. 9/8's going for $135. Raw is going for $28. It just doesn't have the typical AH feeling to it, even though it is an AH book. So I think people get confused sometimes. Plus 12 came in between the two of them. So I think people forget about this book. All right.
I like the burlesque though. The lights on the trade.
I actually like this book. I think this is one of his better ones.
Yeah, I like the trade vest there.
Now, 14.
Yeah, 14. This
14.
is in the library.
Yeah. 10 is for those people that like purple snakes. They also like tentacles, and he put a little bit of tentacles in the backs for those people. Averaging 9/8, averaging 114. Raw's averaging 18. Probably the least popular out of the books, even though people love tentacles and purple snakes, apparently. All right.
That's what I was going to get to, Sarah, but he didn't go the.
Hold on.
All right. Yeah.
Number 15. Well, don't ruin multiples because we have one more month of this. Number 15 is when the popular ones started coming on. Pause. Yeah. His more popular books. Number 15 is averaging 9/8, going for $295. Lows probably around 260, highs around 310. Raw's averaging $89, but I will tell you, this is the book that CGC sent back to me out of one of the collections I bought and said that it had unidentifiable stains on the cover. So be careful.
Wait a second.
I mean, these will go for up to 130, sometimes 120 for highs. I do think a lot of these have been. There's been multiple bites at this 9/8 apple. There's a decent amount of them, so I think a lot of these have been pre-screened and sent back in. Just so you know. Okay, next up, the looking down cover, 16. It didn't used to be one of the more popular covers. Picked up after a while. This probably was more popular than it in the first place. This started to pick up a little bit of pace. Now, be very careful because somebody tried to do a exact replica of this, and the listings on the internet are a little bit funky.
Well, there's the foil edition too. And...
Yeah. A lot of questionable stuff going on with it.
And I think, Sarah, didn't we do a trade for this? But did you send me this book? And I sent you something else. That's how I got this book. Somebody sent it. I thought it was Sarah who sent it to me because I didn't want to average. We did a trade.
Yeah, 112 average, 9/8's going for 481. I can see why you didn't want to do it.
No. It's not a 9/8. It wasn't a 9/8. It was going to be.
But even Raws are at 120. Whatever. I mean, the average is 112. So, once again, another book that's been graded the hell out of it, and interesting. Here we go. I decided not to do what you guys said because we're probably gonna, spoiler alert, leave that for the next one.
See, yeah, that's why we did something. Yeah, I thought Sarah sent me books.
Okay, cool. Number 12, though, a lot of people don't overlook it just because it's not an AH cover. Number 12 does pretty well, typically raw averaging about $18 for the Connor cover.
I
She
like
did
this one.
coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you grab this if you see it, especially if you get it cheap. A lot of people pen right over this one. They forget it. They think not to grab it. It's definitely worth a raw book to grab. Okay. We'll go over some more of those later too. But I figured since we're doing AH and we're doing Zatanna, we cannot skip over the fact that he decided to do an entire. Huh?
I like this cover.
He did an entire run in Catwoman with Zatanna in the covers. First off, he did. I didn't say all of them. I said he did a run with her.
Yeah,
on
with
the cover.
Zatanna in the covers.
Yes. Well, it's more than one. Issue number 50 of Volume 3 of Catwoman. We see right here. Averaging 9/8, not that great, but averaging raw is $15. This is still where you can get him pretty cheap and pretty easy. It's an AH cover. I will tell you, there was some cheap 9/8 of this too. So it's worth it to keep an eye on this if you want to get in and get AH covers. If you're a collector of that, if you're a Zatanna cover, if you're a Catwoman cover.
Yeah, we're getting further and further away from when these came out.
Yes, we are. So issue number
harder and harder to find. That's all.
Yes, they are, but it's still pretty affordable at this point. Issue really under the radar. Issue number 58, part of this volume 3 set. Also, AH 9/8 going for as cheap as $50. Raw is $15. Look, you get the cleavage. You get what you want.
Did you get a baby?
There's a baby.
There's a baby on the cover too.
I don't know the baby.
Oh, there's pictures of famous babies.
Guy whose nose got cut off too, mind you. All right. Next up in that is 72. So see, that's 3 already. That's a decent amount of the run.
But it's not all of them. There was a lot of great covers in this run.
No, there was.
But he did put her in her view.
Yeah, a lot of them. So there we go. 72. 72 goes for $75 for 9/8. I don't know why people grade these 9/8. They're probably above the curve. You probably should hold on to them if they're under $100. Raw averaging for this, though, was $26. So you can see some type of love getting pulled out of that. Also, maybe if you look at, I'm not going to say look at the Catwoman on the left and then think maybe if you get rid of the dollar bills, maybe we saw somebody else. I'm not going to say homage or swipe, but maybe take a little bit of inspiration from that artwork. Next up, because we decided to do the Afro one, I know people would be shouting about this cover anyways because it's the most popular one in that Catwoman series. It does not have Zatanna, but we had reference to this before, even without me telling you it was going to be in there. We get Catwoman number 51, the most popular out of these and probably the best and easiest one to sell. Raw averaging about $150 on this book, 9/8, 310. Now listen, I'm going to get to some more of the Zatanna books later in that line, so you can mention them, but they'll be coming up in about a month. But I knew if I didn't show this book that we would have 15 messages about it. So I showed this book either way. Really cool cover.
Yeah. Well,
and
we're going to start on the Catwoman's because
it's good to see. It's good to see. It is good to see that this is actually getting homaged in a decent way. So there you go. And is that all we got? That is all we got for Under the Radar. It was a lot this week, guys. I know I went a little bit long on it, but I figured, figured we'd scratch the itch. So there we go.
Yeah, that's fine.
There it is.
All
right.
We hit up the rest of the Catwoman's one of these days.
Pete,
like 76.
How about Pete? Just it's coming. It's coming. I already have it done.
Hey,
so it's coming.
We can whet the appetite.
We're doing both. We're doing the cat. We're doing some of the Catwoman stuff, and we're going to be doing the rest of the.
We could tease. I don't know what you have planned.
I thought I was teasing when I said don't worry about it and don't list the stuff later because we're still going to come back and hit it up. But go ahead, Dub. Let's get into the news. Thank you, Pete.
News. Right.
Oh, let me run the thing before we get to the news, and then we'll feel like we were doing everything properly with intros and all that fun stuff since we have them.
All right, let's talk about some. I do. I mean, it was tough, but it's one of those things where, like, we got a bunch of new little things, so I just picked one that you guys I thought would enjoy.
Okay,
and we're just gonna go with. We got a first look.
He-Man.
as a live action He-Man.
I have the power.
He-Man.
So
He looks kind
Nicholas
of weak, bro.
Galitzine, he revealed a picture of himself as He-Man. And
This bitch
I
better
put
go
a
hit the
reference
gym.
picture over there. That's what He-Man's supposed to look like on the left side. And this
He's
is
not
what
as
he looks
bulky
like.
as the toy.
Definitely not
Either.
as bulky as
Not
the
as
cartoon.
bulky shit, dude. This is
No, if you see, I get this silhouette is not doing just. He's showing. Other
You're right,
pictures.
Pete. The silhouette is not doing it justice. So
No.
I brightened it up for you.
The sword's dope as shit, though.
The sword looks great. The sword is spot on, but
the sword, this guy that looks like the boots are too big for him.
Well, you see the He-Man figure? Short. His boots are too big for him too. They're all fuzzy and
bro. I swear to God, this is like what I used to look like before I became a fat ass.
You had blonde hair?
Yeah, for sure. I'm fucking Greek Macedonian.
Blonde locks,
I
had blonde hair too. But I didn't
have
have long locks when I had blonde hair.
No, my hair curls like that too. Yeah.
But you didn't have a Prince Valiant cut.
Not what I would think is. Yeah. Who? No, I did not.
He-Man from the animated show.
I would figure you could do something, right? There's dudes that like we see wrestlers, right?
Wrestler.
Yeah, but then they act.
Do you need to act to be He-Man? Hold on, bro.
You got like 4 lines.
He-Man.
4 lines.
I have the power.
That's it. 4 action motions. You have the run. You have the roll. You have the sword pose.
Yeah.
And
does he do a punch?
I always remember Cringer, like before becoming Battle Cat.
I do remember reading something that there's going to be something where like this guy is on Earth trying to get back to Eternia. That was one of the synopsis of the movie when we first got it.
Are they gonna give him fake muscles when he goes back? This is a lot of problem with this fucking picture.
I don't know. Well, what's up? I mean, even with Dolph, who's in great shape, mind you, he still wasn't bulky.
Yeah, definition.
You mean like the hip hop covers Venom? Is that what you're asking about?
Hip hop homage. Oh,
we could do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna still watch it. And I'm probably still gonna like it because this looks fucking.
Well, of course, I'm goddamn right. I'm gonna watch this.
The sword is doing. It's carrying a lot of the weight right now. So.
That is true. That is
true. Are they gonna give him a shield too?
A what?
Shield. That might be good.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you gotta get him that little orange and gray shield.
Yeah. Just start putting more shit on him. But like, it doesn't even look like. I mean, he's like his strap, his back strap / chest plate doesn't look like it's made out of silver.
Well, it's dark.
It's leather-ish. Yeah, it could be metal. I don't know.
We'll see.
This is just the first thing. Maybe we still have a little, maybe this is the first iteration of what he.
I mean, that's rough ground too. Like you could see there's the marks there. It's the start marks, and you could tell that this is just they didn't even finish it off. So
no, yeah, it's all.
There's got to be some green screen stuff going on or whatever after.
So this is directed by Travis Knight, who did Bumblebee. It's an Amazon and Mattel joint production, and this will be out about a year from now on June 5th, 2026. So next year we'll be getting this movie.
Good luck. They got some work to do.
June, so, yep, they got a year.
He-Man. He-Man.
Right. I don't know why this reminded me of this, but we forgot to review that Predator, the Predator movie, the animated one.
Oh,
last week.
We should do that for next week.
Okay,
I'll try to watch it.
I'll drop it in the outer chat. We can review it for next week.
All right, let's talk about some box office things.
Because I figure we're getting to the box office. We can figure we're talking about some movies.
Yeah. What do you think was the number 1 movie in America?
Well, it wasn't Ballerina.
Yeah, Ballerina for sure.
No, it wasn't Ballerina.
That's what I would guess, Ballerina, but
I don't think Ballerina was overtaken. How to Train Your Dragon, because I took my son to see How to Train Your Dragon.
That's exactly
what it was.
Because it went last weekend, and
it even took over Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, Ballerina did not do well.
No, it can't, but How to Train Your Dragon came out with 84.6 million. It's the latest PG-rated movie to do very well at the box office. Minecraft, Lilo.
It was good.
Family affair.
Yeah. Did you see this one, Pete?
I did. My son wanted to see it. We went. That was my single dad weekend.
Gotcha. So do you think was he a fan of the original?
Yeah. That's why he wanted to see it, and it's a little different. Like
Is this live action?
Yes, it's live action.
Yeah.
But it's
It
well
tells
done.
the same story as the cartoon.
Broad strokes, yes. For the most part, yes. Slight changes, but not a lot, not huge. But because it's the same thing, like even the books that these are based off of, because I did take my son to Barnes and Noble, he's got the books. The girl who worked there said that's different than even the animated movie. But so, yeah.
Oh, looks like I didn't change the headline. Whoops. That's sorry about that. Lilo did not dominate the box office.
Well, no, Minecraft though is coming out this weekend. It's on HBO on Saturday, and I think it'll be on Max tomorrow or Friday. I'm sorry, Friday.
Okay.
Since you had Minecraft in there.
Yeah, we're doing the news, Pete.
Does it matter? Does it matter what Clayface's face looks like?
Yeah, because you want to know what he looks like
Matt Hagen before he becomes
Clayface.
Oh, fair.
He's gonna be the actor who's gonna want to make himself look better all the time, and then this happens.
But is he the same Clayface that was in the Creature Commandos cartoon?
I don't know.
We don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm curious. That's what I want to know.
So everything I read about this movie keeps saying it's going to be more leading.
I have no
way
idea
more
why
into the horror.
Gets the goddamn movie.
Yeah,
think about that.
Penguin, because Penguin. That's why. Because of Penguin.
Because of Penguin.
Yeah.
How do we go from Penguin to Clayface?
They just picked another one that they didn't have a. What are they going to do?
Mad Hatter? How does Clayface jump the line over Riddler and Two-Face and Catwoman?
Riddler's in the Batman movie. Two-Face was in the Joker movie.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze. Well, I mean, Arnold was the last one for that. Yeah, Mr. Freeze could have been one. But
Clayface.
I'm okay with this. I don't know why you're getting mad about this. I'm okay with it.
I'm not getting mad about it. I'm just wondering about our resources being spent. Like, why are we making this? That's all.
Because if it screws up, they can go and do the next one off of Mr. Well, I mean, you're really gonna do Mr. Freeze? You really want the Mr. Freeze story?
No. But I don't want the Clayface story.
Yeah, but hold on now. Who
then? Yeah, who are you gonna do?
Yeah, like no offense. Now you start thinking about them, they're kind of like on all the same level. So who?
Well, do we have to go? Do I need to pick a villain, or can I pick a?
Yes.
Why do I have to pick a villain?
Because this movie happened as a result of the Penguin doing so well.
Oh, because of the Penguin.
HBO.
I mean, after the Two-Face mini, I want Two-Face. I've always been a fan of Two-Face, though, and I thought Tommy Lee Jones did a shit job.
Really,
portraying
Two-Face.
No, but we had him in The Dark Knight, and then we just had him in kind of had him in the Joker sequel as well. Kind of. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't.
Not really.
I did see that.
Well, once again, okay, Two-Face.
But Aaron Eckhart, he's
hold on.
Yeah, no, Aaron
Two-Face. Two-Face that much different than Clayface.
Like, they both have face in the name.
What? Just not that. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
Clayface
Killer Croc. Is that what we're going with here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I think I'd rather have Killer Croc. Like, what is so
really?
Wait, why do you hate? Wait. What did you have something kind of hate against Clayface? What's the problem? I mean,
I like Clayface in the Harley Quinn cartoon. I mean, like it's actor that we get in that.
Hold on. It's like
that Clayface I like. We're not getting that Clayface. I don't know what the hell we're getting.
It's like you get the Heinz ketchup, or you get the Hertz ketchup, or you get the Costco ketchup. It's all ketchup, man.
I know you're saying that, but think about this. What are they going to do? They're going to tell you the same old story. Oh, no.
What are you going to do with... Well, they're going to tell you something different with Two-Face?
Nobody's going to love... It's going to be like the Sandman story in
Killer
Spider-Man. Like, we don't need
What's going to do? 8 people?
We don't need it. We don't need this.
What? No, but it will take it.
So I respect your opinion, Pete. However, if it's a comic book movie...
There's plenty other projects I'd rather have instead of this. That's all I'm saying.
But we just asked you to name one villain Batman character, and the best you could come up with
you had to limit me
Two-Face.
You said, no, you limited me to...
It's the genre, Pete. Villain. It's the genre. That's the genre we're going with. That's what we're going with. I'm asking you. This is their idea.
But why do we have to go with that genre? Because
that's what they're doing. Because we explained this, Pete. What don't you understand?
No. You what do you mean you're explaining this? You're saying the reason why they're doing this is just because of the Penguin television.
I'm not saying that. That's what your buddy right there, Dub, has been telling you. So please.
Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, okay, you got to fit in this criteria, but then say, well, no, that's what Dub said. Stand your ground. What are you asking me to tell you?
No, he's not asking you anything.
I'd rather have instead of this.
I'm not
Marco is only just reiterating things. He hasn't asked you a thing. I'm the one who's asking you.
Yes.
What would you do? Like, so we're getting they announced Clayface the week after Penguin started doing really well.
Yes, right? And I don't understand why they went the movie route over the television.
I don't know. That's David Zaslav is in charge of WB. What do you want?
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't
have you seen what it looks like?
You know what that looks like.
I'm just saying. I don't get the thought process of why we think this is going to work.
Oh wow!
I don't think it's not going to work.
It's probably going to be an okay movie. It's not going to be
okay. Yeah.
Who? Do you hear what you're saying?
It's a horror movie. Horror movies do well.
But they're trying to start a new universe. Why are they going?
No, they're not. No. I don't think they are. I think they're literally just throwing shit against the wall and hoping someone.
No, but they are. There's a whole DC universe. James Gunn is in charge. I'm sorry. Isn't James Gunn in charge?
Oh, I think DC's going, fuck it. The Penguin hit.
That was something. And he had nothing to do with that.
I know. And by the way, Batman Year One, even though I don't like Twinkle Toes, was a success. So guess what they're gonna do? Batman Year Two, also not James Gunn thing.
It's also not James Gunn.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. So don't tell me they have a universe because they don't. They have throw shit against the wall. They have monkey scratching its ass, poo poo, throw against the wall. Did the poo poo stick? Okay, another poo poo, throw it against the wall, see if it sticks.
This is coming from the company who was HBO, then WBD, and then Discovery, and then back to Max, then back to HBO Max. Now we're back to HBO.
Yeah,
I get it. So I get all that, but in reality, I would rather you give me a live action Kite Man. Hell yeah! At this point,
no, the cartoon's fine.
I would rather watch that.
I'm just thinking, like, once again, we talked about this. We talked about this, and then we had a more educated conversation about this while you weren't here because it wasn't ranting and raving. But like,
I'm not ranting and raving.
No, hold on. I think you're sitting here looking at DC and HBO just as Dub explained it and saying, well, they said yes, they've said a lot of shit, but like the reality is they just throw shit up against the wall. That's it. So you got to take it for that.
I know. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm not disputing what you're saying. All I'm saying is we could have thrown some different shit at the wall. That's all.
But what? But
that's all I'm saying too.
Yeah, sure they could have. But they're just throwing shit at the wall. Like this
just in the parlance of your fandom. Wouldn't the Creeper have been on par?
Yeah, it would have been good. No, yeah, that's a good answer. I think Creeper would have been great. I think they could have done a good job with it. And especially considering they fucked
looking at what they have with the Batman stuff, if they wanted to lean into horror, this was the best option for them. They could make this a horror movie. If they killed off the character at the end, it wouldn't matter because there's 5 other versions of Clayface.
Yeah,
if they wanted to use them later. I think they wanted to go horror. That's what this is leaning towards. I don't know why.
Man-Bat then.
Well, because probably what they saw was they saw
Kurt Langstrom.
No, when they did
Man-Bat.
I guarantee what they did is when he was over at Marvel and he saw what they did with A Werewolf by Night and then thought that they screwed it up, that they didn't go far enough. And they're like, okay, cool. We're going to go a little farther.
So you want Man-Thing, but we'll just make him brown? It's just going to look like a pile of diarrhea is what we're going to be watching on screen. You understand that? And we're going to be, ooh and ah.
I'm not going to be any of that. I'm just going to be like, okay, cool. Let's see how badly did DC fuck this up bad enough that.
How does a pile of shit have teeth?
Did he fuck it up badly enough that I don't want to see it? That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Once again, you have to set your expectations right. What Superman's going to like? Yeah,
expectations are here.
Don't tell me that they fucking dog bones sell. That doesn't do shit for me. All right.
James Gunn has some credibility, yes, but we're here with all DC projects until we start getting some good stuff.
Really? Hold on. He's got some credibility. I would just like to review his credibility. Is 1 out of 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies being good? 1 out of 3.
Yep, the first one.
Okay. A very questionable.
But Creature Commandos was decent.
Wait.
Did he do Suicide Squad too?
Questionable. I like Suicide. His Suicide Squad.
Very questionable Suicide Squad.
No, I liked his Suicide Squad.
Okay, this was a second one, right?
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, better than. Well, the only reason people say it was so good was because it was way better than the first one, which was a complete pile of dog shit. I mean, like.
Well, the first
once again, we're grading on a curve for Gunn. Like we keep.
Yeah, it was still entertaining.
He got Peacemaker. Then he got Peacemaker, and he got Creature Commandos.
And Creature Commandos. So.
Which Creature Commandos was just Suicide Squad done in a cartoon form.
Yeah.
It was still fun.
Yep. I'm not saying bad. I'm just saying, like, we set the bar low enough for him. He got over it. Like,
cool. I'm not saying in any. I like James Gunn. I like what he did before, like the Guardian stuff. I'm not saying he should have been handed the keys to the entire DC universe to do this, but he did. So let's see what he's got.
Yep. My bar's still very fucking low. All right.
My point is, I didn't need
Guardian of the Galaxy 2. That's all. That's where my bar is. Guardian better than Guardian of the Galaxy 2.
Not good. Okay, let's talk about a different thing. So we're going to talk about how this man is now known as Sir Gary Oldman.
Like what? He got Sir'd, huh?
He was knighted along with Roger Daltrey and I don't know, some other people.
Roger Bruce Willis movie?
The bottom right?
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. That was super good.
Literally one of my favorite movies.
What the fuck? The one on the left, he was
left top or left bottom?
Which one is it?
Bottom left is Drexel from
it's Drexel.
From where?
I thought it was White Boy Day. It ain't White Boy Day.
It ain't White Boy Day.
What movie is that from?
It's
not White Boy Day.
True Romance.
True Romance. I love that movie. That movie
is so good. Another great movie.
Tarantino wrote that.
Mm-hmm. And then
that was the eggplant conversation. Fucking
eggplant. So Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Lying. We got.
Hey, what's the one on the top right?
I think
top right is Sirius Black. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I don't think I saw that one. Middle's FDR, or is that Truman? Churchill.
Churchill, I think. Yeah.
Churchill. I saw that. Yeah. I did. He actually did really good at that. Mm-hmm. That Churchill was really good.
And then the top left is one of Dub's favorites.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Yeah, but what movie is that from?
The Professional.
Leon, The Professional.
Oh, that's from The Professional?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Natalie Portman, Jean Reno.
I love that. And, you know what's funny is like that one and this White Boy Day that came out. Didn't they come out around the same time?
Right around the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We used to watch the shit out of those.
Yeah.
And how good was Chris Tucker in fucking the other one? The one in the
Fifth Element, so good. Ruby Rod.
I gotta say, if you didn't watch the Truman one, watch it.
Ooh. Good stuff.
That's probably the one I haven't seen.
Nah, I don't even know what that means. I thought the Queen died.
Well, she did. That's why Charles did it.
For Deadly Venoms, I'm going to be honest.
Yes. Oldman? Yes.
Oh my God, you listen to his real voice, and then what he was like James Gordon in Dark Knight.
Yeah, they need to put Batman in here.
Yeah, Batman is not in this picture.
Right,
so I will use any excuse to talk about Gary Oldman. I'm a huge Gary Oldman.
Yeah, for Deadly Venom, this dude got some. I mean, we just went over.
We also left out Dracula.
Yeah, so many. Beethoven.
Beethoven.
All right, let's move on to
keep it
this
going.
Story. So we got the trailer and the poster for Naked Gun. Liam Neeson. I mean, it looks as ridiculous as the originals. Although
honestly, I couldn't think of the guy who used to. Did the guy who used to do Naked Gun, is he dead now? Is that why?
Yes, Leslie Nielsen
passed away.
No, that's why we're not. That's why we're doing this shit.
Correct.
But if anybody were to take his spot, I think Neeson is perfect for this job.
Because their names sound familiar?
No, it's just the deadpan delivery that he could just give while saying something completely ludicrous.
We cannot use our power to help her.
Way. Like, it will play well. I think he could pull this off and not look ridiculous.
Who's the girl in this one?
Is Pamela Anderson.
Oh, it isn't.
That is Pamela Anderson.
That is Pamela Anderson. I mean, it's no
Really?
worse than we had
Mhm.
Lisa Marie Presley in the originals.
No. I'm just saying. Okay, I thought she probably cocaine and hookers killed her, but that's okay.
No, dude, she was. I watched the Last Showgirl. She was in. It was
She's
actually.
had her ups and downs.
It was
for
a
sure.
decent 1 hour
Okay.
movie that they stretched out to an hour and a half by putting a lot of standing around smoking scenes. But yeah, she was still pretty good in it.
Fair. All right. Okay.
All right, let's keep going. So if you're somewhere in the Brooklyn area, you can go to
Brooklyn
this
in the house.
Megan lookalike contest.
Brooklyn Zoo.
So Megan 2.0 is coming out. I've never seen
I didn't see the original either.
this movie. However, I got a buddy who's a big fan of horror, and he said even if you don't like horror, this was an interesting take on a movie. I should check it out. That's what his advice to me was.
Sounds bad advice.
Will.
I feel like I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, even I know it's not what the movie's about. For some reason, I feel like if I watch this, I feel like a dirty old man.
Yeah. And who knows what's going to
What's
happen
this
with the
about?
second one. So
She's like a little robot girl who ends
it's
up
a robot
killing
doll
people.
thing that kills people.
Oh yeah, that sounds creepy. That itself.
But I think that I still feel like they're kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, if you want to go cosplay as this person, you can go do that this weekend in Brooklyn.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's just the idea. I mean, even just looking at the pictures just there, it's like you're
Yeah,
sexualizing
too much.
a little girl. It's kind of weirding me out. I don't like it. Like it's just.
Matthew McConaughey is in talks to
All
reunite
right.
with his director from True
Detective.
Detective, and he's in talks to play Mike Hammer, based on the old comics and books.
I mean, he does a good job with everything he does.
I think so.
Okay.
What didn't he do a good job with? Did you see that? Did you see that one where he's the weed dealer guy? He goes, "I'll get a pound of flesh, not a incho or not a whatever."
Oh, Gentleman. Oh, Gentleman was awesome. Yeah.
Where they had the one guy.
Like
Oh, you're a real fucking
not an
road
ounce less, or a penny short.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen anything that I did like that. I thought.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
what I'm
bad
saying.
at. Yeah.
That one had the guy from Sons of Anarchy in it too. It was really good.
Oh yeah. His yeah, that was a good movie. Gentleman was good. I haven't watched the TV show. They did like a show version on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of a follow. I don't know if it's like a follow up or what, but
Colin Farrell was good. in that
Colin
movie,
Farrell
too.
as the coach.
The coach.
Oh, he was awesome. That's nightmare fuel. That'll be
Dude, when he goes with those kids, he's like, "It's how you fucking stab somebody." Oh god, it was fucking hilarious. That
look at
movie
you,
was
the
good.
foreskins, the four foreskins.
Yeah.
I'll dance with it.
Yeah, I did. It's like a movie that doesn't sound, if you try to explain it, like it's gonna work, and it fucking works.
Oh, I like Guy Ritchie though. Guy Ritchie's good. He does good shit.
Oh yeah, well,
Florida Lee Venom's Mike Hammer was like a private eye from like the 40s or the 50s. I don't remember exactly
Yeah,
when.
this is old timey.
Old stuff. They made a TV show back in the 80s. I know that was kind of cheesy.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer as well. That was great. Absolutely great.
Sledgehammer
was awesome. But yeah, it's like a private eye, detective noir kind of feel to it.
What was there's one I didn't really. There was one McConaughey. You're saying what McConaughey movies didn't you like? There was one I didn't really like. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was like the brothers. They were like they were robbers. Or they were like gangsters or something. The shit, I can't think of it.
Just How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Well, there was that. I didn't care for that all that much.
I don't think I watched that one, dude.
No, there was the one where they were like the brothers, and I was like, this is just cheesy.
He's good in the Wolf of Wall Street.
They're just trying to get four popular male actors. We'll call them brothers, and they're all. I can't think of what it was.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm gonna go through some that you can tell me yes or no.
Or we could just move on to the next.
No,
we could just move on. Days of Confused, yes.
Yes, that's
good.
That.
Fast Times at
Ridgemont
High.
He was not in Fast Times.
So Warner Brothers is remaking A Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, he was in White Boy Rick.
William Dafoe is the top choice to play Ebenezer Scrooge.
And not Jim Carrey.
Well, why? Yeah,
Yeah.
not Jim Carrey.
I won't be watching this. I don't care.
I won't either. I'm good.
Like I've seen this. I don't need to see Christmas Carol again.
He did cartoon before.
Like guys, I've seen this. I'll watch Scrooged again if I want to watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, buddy.
All right. So, Marco, this is important to you here.
Wow.
Tom Cruise is about to be honored with an honorary Oscar. He didn't actually win one.
So he's not good enough to win one. So he fucking
they
just
made one up for him.
That's bullshit.
He's going to get an Oscar for the commitment to the
To eating
filmmaking community,
popcorn.
to the theatrical experience, and the stunt community. So he will be.
Well, if the Oscars weren't a fucking joke before this, they sure as shit are now.
Yeah.
What's the whole point of winning awards if you just give away free fucking medals? You know, they always say that the generation, like, what is it? Every generation, these kids, they do. Everybody gets a medal. Wait a minute. This old fucker's a baby boomer, and the baby boomer's been the generation of getting fucking medals for doing jackass shit. And look at this fucking short little dude, got a medal for doing shit. I know what you're saying. Couldn't win the medal, so he got a medal for doing shit all.
No.
Everybody gets a medal.
I know what you're saying, but at
the
same time,
baby boomer. Everybody gets a medal.
No. If you take the body of his work,
baby boomer's the worst generation by far.
No, but this man with the sheer volume of good movies that he's made, give him a medal. I don't give a shit. I am not. I don't have a problem.
What? Look, hold on now.
Hold on.
What? Mission Impossible 15 is not exactly a good medal. Like
they didn't make 15, but yes, I do like most of the Mission Impossible movies. I did like both Top Gun movies. I did like A Few Good Men. I liked Rain Man. I liked
A Few Good. Hold on. I
liked Magnolia.
Hold on. Stop.
Like
okay. Quit saying
Outsiders.
You like. Yeah, we did. Like everything. Dude, the ensemble casts that are in things like Outsiders and fucking A Few Good Men.
Throwing out movies that he was in, and I did like his.
He needed everybody and their fucking cousin to be in the good movie. That's what I'm telling you. Like, okay. Did you like what's the one that's got Arnold Schwarzenegger and all them Undeadable or whatever? Red Sheepheads. What? Yeah, that movie. Yeah.
Wait, what movie?
Or what's the car movies too? They got like 15 stars in them too. Not even top level stars like this guy. Dude, you had fucking A Few Good Men. Holy shit! Do you know the lineup of that? First off, it wasn't even 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. You had fucking Kevin Bacon in it.
Yes. And
number two, the best fucking scene of that. Oh, I'm sorry. The actor that was playing the other part of that scene wasn't good at all, right? He didn't win any Oscars ever before. Yeah, right? Jackie Boy never won a fucking.
But how does that take away from the job that he did in that movie?
Dude, because I'm just telling you, the movies that you name that he's great in, I don't know. The cast seemed to be pretty fucking impressive. That's all I'm saying.
The cast of the Top Gun movies was pretty fucking impressive.
No, well, the second Top Gun movie
cast of the Mission Impossible movies were pretty fucking
impressive. But those aren't good. Those are not good. Those are not good. No, those aren't good.
And outside of Rain Man, it was Hoffman who did win,
and he should have. He was better.
He should, but as Charlie, he couldn't have played it without Charlie Babbitt.
Yeah, but I think he could have. I'm not sure Tom Cruise was the reason Charlie Babbitt was good. I think it was written well. Charlie Babbitt wasn't what brought tears to people's eyes. It was Hoffman that did that.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jack and fucking Few Good Men. Like, that's what did it. The Code Red.
It was A Few Good Men for like 10 minutes.
And that's all. That the only scene people remember from it is the scene that he's fucking in. Nobody gives a shit about fucking. Alone. Nobody gives a shit about Tom Cruise playing fucking softball with Kevin
no
Bacon.
one has ever said you can't handle the truth at Oscar.
Dude, hey! When I say Val Kilmer, what do you think? Top Gun. I mean, come on, dude.
Wait, Val Kilmer. Why did we get Val Kilmer all of a sudden?
Iceman.
I get who Iceman is. But again, Iceman was also only in Top Gun.
Oh, dude, dude, for Deadly Venom, Top Gun. Dude, get the fuck out of here with the slap shit with Mavericks. It was a fucking cheap knockoff. Dude, no, it wasn't good. No, it was not good. we're gonna play the song do again for the 15th time to try to make you feel fucking nostalgic so your butt hairs can tingle a little bit. And that's what that movie was so great about. Like, what was great about that movie? Oh, wait, we're gonna do the scene on the beach again. We're just not gonna have it as homosexually erotic as the first time we did it. And I'm not knocking the first one because the first one actually was pretty damn good. But the second one was a cheap second-rate knockoff of it.
I need to see it.
My son's going to be here, and then we're going to bring in Iceman, but Iceman can't talk, so we're going to have him text on a fucking computer just so we can get that nostalgicness.
Stop. You made a comment. I'm trying to follow that up. You said it's a cheap second-rate knockoff, yet it made almost $1 billion fucking dollars.
That doesn't make it. That doesn't mean it's
a B. What do you mean? That doesn't mean people weren't willing to go and spend their hard-earned money.
Yeah, people do dumb shit all the time, man.
Theater following the pandemic.
That doesn't. When nobody went out to go see shit. Yeah, there was nothing out to see. Yes, people did that. Hey, that doesn't mean just because McDonald's sells 1 billion fucking cheeseburgers a fucking day doesn't mean that the shit's good. It just means people are willing to buy that dog shit. Yes, there's a difference between being good and people willing to waste money on shit.
No, I'm sorry. Then you're saying every movie then should be able to make $1 billion by your rationale. Everybody can go buy a fucking McDonald's hamburger and can buy that any old day of the week, and they sell it because it's cheap and it's easy to get. In a fucking market where the
Jerry Maguire's fine. I'll give you that.
Same, I'm sorry, the movie price tickets are the same. Not every movie makes $1 billion.
Yeah, Wendy's doesn't sell as many fucking hamburgers as fucking McDonald's. What's your point?
My point is that movies just don't, you're saying like it's not the same thing. Don't compare fucking McDonald's hamburgers to a movie that makes $1 billion. Because
I am. That's what I did.
It's not
That's how I roll. That's what I did.
Yeah, it's not. It's not an easy thing to do.
Did it already.
What does Wendy's have to do with it?
Take it straight. Wendy's got to take it straight.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
We're doing good, Repair Tech Tony. Yeah. Hey, look, man. I get it. 4 Deadly Venoms. 4 Deadly Venoms.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Whacking off to fucking volleyball scenes, 2 men fucking smacking asses together. I get it. It gave you the nostalgia thing. I understand that. I understand that's why tickets sold. I get that. Just because you got a nostalgic tingling in your butthole does not mean that the movie was good. It wasn't. Just because nobody had been to a movie theater for a very long time and they had been closed and people were chomping at the bit to get any bit of entertainment and decided after the pandemic to go to it doesn't mean it was great, dude.
Goldberg is the world's greatest wrestler.
Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean that it wasn't good.
It just
because you are not the authority on good.
Well, obviously the Oscars decided that it wasn't fucking good either because he didn't get an award for that, just like he didn't get it for any of his Mission Impossible, and they had to give him a participation trophy. Once again, read the title: Tom Cruise wins a participation trophy because he wasn't good enough actor to get a real award.
Participation trophy.
Yes,
it's
it is.
Like fucking Legends trophy. It is like the honorarium trophy that they give out, which they have given out. Every fucking year. He has
not once got the actual trophy. They even gave Denzel a makeup one where he should have won for fucking Glory, but they didn't give it to him for that. So he still at least beat out other people in the category. Tom didn't beat anybody out for this. This is a participation trophy. That's what this is. Thank you for participating. Go to Scientology. Have a nice day.
All right. We're moving on. That's it. We're done talking about Tom Cruise. Now we're going to talk about Harold and Kumar.
Yes.
Harold and Kumar are getting back
together. I don't want to see this either, though, man.
Harold and Kumar, number 4, because it's going to be the 4th one in the series.
Shit, there was a 3.
What, Marco?
There was a 3.
The fuck are you talking? I'm sorry, you made a statement that just really baffled me because Denzel won for fucking Glory. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Did he win for Glory? I thought which one did he win? He didn't win something for a while, and then ended up getting it for Training Day.
Glory.
What did he get? What?
He did not win for Hurricane.
He didn't.
He didn't win for Hurricane, and Russell Crowe got it for Gladiator.
Thank you.
And then the next year,
he got it for Training Day. You're absolutely right. If you
and then Russell
have a tingle,
Crowe didn't get it. For
I agree, Sarah.
You get your prostate checked.
That's right.
Absolutely. Please schedule a colonoscopy as soon as
White
possible.
Castle.
It's not White that bad either. It's not that bad of a process.
Okay, here, this is what I'll say. I didn't even know there's, once again, I didn't even know there was a 3. 1 was good. We could have
That's
stopped
it.
probably at
You
one.
just stop right there. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Wait,
One was-
no! People went out there and saw number 2. They bought millions of tickets of that
No.
bullshit. It must have been good.
No,
Shut up.
no, I'm not. That's not what I said. Just stop trying to change the narrative here. No,
Go ahead.
Harold and Kumar 2 is not the same as Top Gun 2.
Yes, it is.
So
No.
John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg were the creators behind Cobra Kai. The other thing is they actually wrote the first Harold and Kumar movie. So they're coming full circle to come back and direct, and they're writing the script for this movie as well. So it's the original.
He's goated, sure.
We don't
This I
know
don't care
if
about.
NPH will return for this sequel or not.
Dad, MPH has got to come. He's the old.
He
He's
has
the best
to, but
part
at
of
the
that
same
show.
time, we don't have to do this.
Once again, too, when are we going to watch this? And by the way, look at how young those two dudes look there. Like when was Harold Kumar first came out? When did that come out? Was that like 20 years ago?
Before Star Trek.
Huh?
Before the James Abrams Star Trek, because that guy was in the Star Trek movie.
Yeah, I didn't know there was 3 of them either.
Yeah.
It was 2004. It was 21 years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
need this.
That's why I say to every Tom Cruise movie.
They could have waited 7 more years and called
bring
it
something
28
back.
years later.
Bring back Police Academy.
Oh, look at this. Not just my opinion.
Oh, no. All right.
Love it. All right, what's next?
Let's talk about some streaming.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go right into it. So we got there was an Annecy festival in France,
okay.
and they did some previews of animation stuff. I just picked. This was a something we had talked about before, based on the graphic novel, the Anthony Bourdain. It's called Get Jiro, and this guy Peter Gherardi, he is an EVP at Warner Brothers. Presented this for Adult Swim and said it's in a world where people literally kill themselves to get into good restaurants, and that's the premise behind this thing. Where people,
It's gonna be. It was an interesting trade, or is an interesting hardcover. I think it's gonna be an interesting. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, don't expect this to be like your everyday cartoon, but not again.
Don't expect this to be a Tom Cruise movie, but no, I mean it like I remember it coming out and I was a fan, obviously. So I actually got it as a gift. And read it. It was like, yeah, it's okay.
On Tom Cruise.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Go watch Last Samurai again. That was a good movie.
Pete, you're not helping your fucking case at all.
Samurai.
Okay.
All right, this will be coming out relatively soon. We should be hearing more about it, and this will be on Adult Swim when it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That all makes sense.
DC Studios announced a Mr. Miracle animated show. This will be an adult animated series adapted from the Tom King and the Mitch Gerads series. And Tom King is actually the showrunner and executive producer for this. So he's busy with this new DC.
Which was Tom King's run? Was the latest one, or it was when was his run on this?
It was not the latest one, the one before that. I want to say 2010s.
Yeah, it's the one you're thinking of.
Wasn't there a newer one than that?
Tens. Yeah. No. I don't think
I thought there was something after that.
No, yeah, because didn't the original writer come back and write it? Like,
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Anyway, this is going to be adult along the lines of the
I think
Man,
the last actual
Harley Quinn.
Miracle series we had was the Tom King.
Okay.
One. I don't think they done another one, did they?
No, what volume was
they
that?
did New Gods, but they didn't do Mr.
Oh,
Miracle.
yeah. That's right. They did the New Gods. You're right.
Yeah. So,
Mr.
This is all we got was this still shot.
I guess they did do a follow up with some. No, that's the original. Yeah.
I feel like I saw Barda and some stuff, and that's what's making me think of
this is a good run. Then they had the baby and they had the whole thing. I'm hoping for a Harley Quinn Kite Man hell yeah vibe.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought.
That's what I'm hoping.
Adult animated, so
I'm in. Fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then as previously mentioned, a Minecraft movie is coming to HBO, and it will premiere on June 20th.
Oh, great! Tomorrow. Can't wait to hear all the chicken jockeys and the what is it, Flaming Hot?
June 20th, it's on Max. It's on Saturday. It's on actual HBO, I think. Because I just saw the commercial
Jesus.
Gotcha.
today.
Drew Man 2. Oh.
Well,
So yeah, so you can see this this weekend. Let's just say this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just think you can stream it Friday, but if you want to see it on HBO, you got to wait till Saturday. It's a Saturday night movie.
Gotcha. And then
That was fast.
Land of the Lost series there's a reboot.
Oh,
Really? I
fuck
thought this was
me.
Taxi.
at Netflix.
That's not Tony Danza and
Dude, we had no
what?
Pete. We have this promoter out here that fucking loves Land of the Lost. Loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? I'm just
I
playing.
don't know.
Yeah, but I was not really
I wasn't. Yeah.
a fan
Wasn't
of
there like a
Eric
Will
Lee
Ferrell movie a while ago too? There was like a Will Ferrell thing.
Yeah, they did a Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah. So, Sid and Marty Krofft are attached to be producers. All right, got a few bits of toy news to share with you.
What do
One,
we got?
this is not the official picture. Okay, this is not the official picture, but there is a Lego Godzilla being developed.
With
So Lego does the
projectile vomit.
thing with fan ideas, and you can submit your ideas.
Oh,
and
this
you can
won
build
it?
something.
That's awesome,
This
dude.
was one of the things that won it. And now the designer and the Lego team are working on how to make this a reality. So this was a picture of what this guy built out of existing Legos. And so he built this and sent it in, whatever. And then,
This thing's gonna be fucking sweet, but it's gonna be $600.
yeah, it's going to be expensive probably.
It's
Well,
expensive, bro.
yeah.
I
The
don't
most
know,
Lego
how big it
ideas
is.
ones.
Could be like
Yeah,
200.
could be a $200 piece, could be a $600 piece. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we'll
It
see.
depends on the size.
Right.
Oh, it's got to be massive.
So it's all in progress. It's going to be at least a year before we hear anything else about it, I would think. And then, so I'll keep you posted on what happens because it's Godzilla and it's hopefully going to be cool.
Well, you have my attention with Godzilla.
And then we got some pictures of the Mask vehicles that are coming out. So we've talked about Mask before, but Loyal Subjects, which is licensed by Hasbro, are making new Mask figures and vehicles. These are the first 4 sets coming out. They will be ordered to, I believe, an exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah. Sure.
And they'll be able to pre-order on July 1st. So they had to change some of the names of the things because that's like the Venom thing at the bottom, and then
why they have to change the names?
No, the Jet is the Venom.
Oh, the Jet's the Venom.
Well, the bad guys were called Venom.
I feel like the Mobile Defense Unit was called something else too.
Oh, the Big Rig, yeah,
The Big Rig, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Why they have to change it around?
Maybe they lost the. You know how sometimes they'll be like Marvel's Quasar, or like they have to put their name in front of it because they lost the rights to whatever in the toy sphere. I don't know, like if they somehow, some way, somebody else is using the name. They probably can't use Venom.
Yeah, because the
Venom's just a thing for a poison. That's not.
Yeah, well, somebody might confuse it for the symbiote.
Firecracker. Okay, Switchblade was the name.
Oh, it's called. Well, yeah, the original truck was called Rhino.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's Spider-Man. So somebody might confuse it for Paul Giamatti.
I'm trying to find out some of the.
Switchblade was the thing. I like Mask.
Switchblade is the play type thing. Switchblade was the name of the tape thing. I'm trying to find the car.
Yeah, Switchblade was the
car. Was Thunderhawk. That sounds right.
Yeah, Thunderhawk. Yep, Switchblade, Thunderhawk, Rhino.
So the big rig. The big rig was Rhino. You said
Rhino. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Condor was still Condor.
Yeah, Condor is still Condor.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that's they just changed the 2 things then.
Yeah.
Well, out of what they're releasing, who knows if they have to release more.
Well, this is the first 4 pieces. So, all right, we're moving on to comic news.
Yes, please.
So this is an interesting one, and it was weird enough that I just kind of had to share with you. And Bad Idea has announced a special version of Cul-de-sac #1. So it's a CGC slab that has a wooden stake through it because it's vampire, and I think it's a vampire, or maybe it's a werewolf. I don't know who gets the. No, stakes are vampires.
Why is it gotta be a 9-4?
Well, because then you would be upset if it was a 9.8.
Yeah, if it's a 9.9, we'd have to hear.
How could it be a
all over
9.8 with a steak going through it?
Yeah. Could you imagine if it was a 9.9?
Well, it was a 9.8 before the steak went through it.
Loser shit.
So there's going to be like 20 pieces of this or something, and you have to order like I want to say I read the 500 copies of number 1. Then you have to let Bad Idea know that you ordered this many copies, like the retailer, and then they order a copy of this, and I don't know how much it costs. So
we should just get Dinesh on to explain this to us.
Yeah, maybe we
Where's
should do
my
that.
phone?
Yeah, see what you can do about that, Marco.
Hold on, let me see. Let me text him. What do you want me to ask him?
When can he come on to explain this to us?
Hey,
explain this steak edition.
Yeah, we want to know about cul-de-sac number 1.
We want to know
Impaled edition.
Hold on, you want me to ask him how much it costs?
No, we can explain that when he comes on.
Yeah, we'll go over it again.
Yeah,
this comes out in a while.
We'll ask some questions. Yeah,
I mean it's August 6th, so we got time.
What's the name of the thing?
Cul-de-sac number 1. All right, so you can text, and we're going to move on to some other news.
Just look at the screen; it's all written right in front of you, or was.
Not anymore. Robert Kirkman and David Finch are coming out with a new book called Skin Breaker.
All right.
So issue 1 will have a whole bunch of variant covers, deluxe editions, and oversized treasure edition. This is number 1 of 8. They've been wanting to work together for a while, allegedly, and Kirkman is very excited to work with David Finch. So,
what other things do we know of Finch for?
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Pull that back to a couple hours before. Huh?
74.
Yeah. No, I suppose back to the Moon Knight thing from the top 5 earlier in the show. Just to call back real quickly. All right. Cool.
So if you're a Kirkman fan or a Finch fan, this is coming out for you.
Like Finch.
Not Mike.
Mike Mignola has a new graphic novel. He's writing and drawing it. I guess it's in a shared universe in Dark Horse. This is called Yuri Tupka and the Gods. So this universe has come out, I guess, earlier this year. This will be out February 2026. The first book of this run has sold out and gone to second print and third print. So
really,
Bowling with Corpses and Other Strange Tales.
Okay.
Yep, that's what it was. And now let's talk about DC. Here's some covers for
Frank
Detective
Miller.
Comics.
What the fuck?
Number 1100.
Jesus Christ! He probably should have died when I asked him if he was dead.
To be fair, I don't like any of these.
Who's the Bang Bang Boom one? That one's not bad.
That's Batman 66 so much. I don't know who I didn't mark who did which one. One of them was Sienkiewicz. I know that
too, huh?
Yeah, I see that Sienkiewicz is the top left.
Yeah,
the top left.
Janin is probably 2.
Okay.
And obviously
I don't know.
I don't know who did the other 2. Yeah. And I may not have gotten all the names on here.
But I don't like any of these.
I know which one the Frank Miller is.
Yeah,
yeah. That one. Want to make sure you saw that one. All right, and then Marvel's we're gonna do Secret Wars Battle World.
Ugh, why?
We're gonna bring the Maestro and Days of Future Past Storm, Kushala,
Starbrand,
and the Return of Starbrand.
Wait, what the fuck? I wasn't even looking at that. That thing was so ridiculous. I didn't even.
I looked at that first, and I'm like, "Is that Starbrand?"
5-issue series.
Oh boy!
Shattered fragments of infinite worlds that unite to form a single planet.
Which storm did you say they're bringing back?
24th. It is the Storm from Days of Future Past.
Wait, why?
Storm for Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I don't even remember that storm.
Me either.
Well, that's why they can bring her back and tell us a story about her because nobody knows anything about her.
She was dead, right?
No,
I'm sure she died because everybody died in that run.
No, they all didn't die. Some were captured.
Well, most of them died. Most of them died. Most of them
Wolverine
second.
died.
Wolverine didn't die.
Well, he had the Sentinel melted him.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, right on the cover.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Somehow that killed him.
Somehow. Godzilla, though, will be destroying the X-Men soon.
Like he was wearing Iron Man armor.
That's right. Storm was apprehended. You're right. What the
Now,
shit?
What
the shit?
one?
This is
Wow.
Marvel Godzilla destroys Universe
hold my
number
bag.
3.
Make it worse.
Hold on, wait.
Yes.
So this is what you're showing. You're showing me we got Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe, and the 4 covers we have to show for this huge event is a cover 1 where Godzilla's head is the smallest head of all the characters on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's kind of like
he's a flat island in the Tetris universe getting shot by Cyclops in the second cover.
Starman does not.
He's
rule.
wearing Iron Man armor in the third, and then he's covered in black hairy mold. Or I don't know who that or what that is in the fourth thing. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yes,
like
all of those things.
wearing a garbage bag.
All right, I don't think he hasn't had a stroke. If you go look at some of his art, it's always been blocky like that.
No, he's leaned into the Sin City vibe that he went for, but it's just not.
No, I understand, but he's fine. I saw him less than a year ago. He's doing great. He's ornery as always. These are stupid covers. What's that last cover supposed to be?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Something growing on it.
Maybe it's mold.
That's
That
what
looks
I'm
like
thinking.
fucking. That looks like sewer gunk or something.
I don't know.
Jihan Lee, Mark Brooks, Jeremy Wilson, and there will be a John Tyler Christopher action figure variant. Maybe that's the
Wow! Can't wait.
Yeah. So, yep.
Action figure variant.
I don't know. That's not the Iron Man thing, is it?
No, I was thinking it might because the fourth one looks like it's got the punch out. Look on the top.
Oh, it does.
But at the same time, that doesn't look like what an action figure cover would look like. Because what the hell is that? I don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't know what I don't think
it looks like the hair you pull out of the drain.
I mean, there's an eyeball in there. It's melted.
It's Deadpool in there.
That's what I was thinking.
Isn't it is. It's Deadpool in there. Yeah.
Deadpool?
Yeah.
Covered in.
That's how you
covered in
money.
Shower pube hair.
That is Hedorah. Hedora. It's a smog monster. It's
It's a
Godzilla villain. It's a Godzilla villain.
Oh no, yeah. He's right. I'm just looking at it wrong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the side of it. Yeah. So that's in September will be coming out. So
they're still not good. And if these one shots have been any taste of the quality of this storyline.
Oh well, hopefully the X-Men gets squished.
What?
What the hell is this?
So Marvel is going to split Spider-Man into 2 different Spider-Mans.
It works
so
well.
Spider-Man Red and Spider-Man Blue. And
again, works so well for Superman.
I made all that up. I didn't make up the 2 Spider-Mans. One's going to be a cosmic Spider-Man, and one's going to be a street level Spider-Man.
Holy shit!
And there'll be a brand new character. A brand new character named Simbi will be making his first appearance.
Simbi?
Can't wait to not read this shit. Oh
that
my
god! Who is on the cover of the? It's going to be on the cover of the A cover, I guess.
Oh,
bottom corner there, you can see him in there. Yeah, right over there. So, yep. So, for you fans of Spider-Man who just can't get enough Spider-Man, now you're going to get 2 different Spider-Mans.
Just can't get enough.
2. And then Marvel 616 Day was a big deal. June 16th.
When?
It was like pinned. It was like 3 days ago.
What do you mean when? You didn't see all those books selling?
They sent retailers, like got some packs. Some retailers, I don't know how it was, but I think it was a one.
Yeah, like a one.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah.
So they all got exclusive covers or something. There was like 4 different books in there. There was pins and giveaways, and then the big deal. They had posted this "He is back" thing in the morning, and then they announced that Null will be returning in Venom number 250. Who wants to seek revenge on Venom, but who is now occupied by Mary Jane Watson. So Null versus Mary Jane is what we've come to in the symbiote story.
Yeah.
Or you could go watch Tom Cruise movies and punch yourself in the nuts. Either way.
Well, either way, they're.
Well, I could just watch a Tom Cruise movie and not punch
punch
myself.
It's about all the same experience: punching yourself in the nuts, watching a Tom Cruise movie, or this.
So says the guy.
And with that,
big fan of the Creeper.
Remember
that, folks. Creeper.
Something different. All right. Well, mullets might rule, but yeah, Starbrand does not. That's it. That's the show. We're good. And oh my god, 4 more seconds. 3.
We're hitting at 3 hours. There we are.
We're not trying to. Okay.
No,
good stuff. Thank you, everybody. Chat. Have a good day. We will come up with some more crap content for you next week.
Yeah, I don't know what content I'm going to have for you when. I will tell you the Qualified's taking a little bit of a vacation. They'll be back. SNS has Kyle back. Star Wars will still be on Sundays, and Marco will still keep yelling at Dom. And
are we going to have the Hot 10 show on Friday?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You're not skipping the week or anything?
No.
We can't skip the week. We can't skip
every week, consistently at 9 o'clock, right here on Rennavision, you will get the Hot 10 show. Rain, shine, thunderstorms, or tornadoes. You will get the Hot 10 show on Friday.
If I can't do it, I'm going to find somebody who will do it for me.
Just whatever you do.
One time I was in Disney.
Just whatever you do. Just whatever you do, don't crash jet skis into each other.
Yeah, just don't crash jet skis because that's some dumb shit.
Don't drink and drive. Don't crash jet skis, and don't skip weeks on your Hot 10.
Exactly. And with that, we'll see you all later.
Peace.